I want to check my. It's good. Thank you. Yep. Good morning, everybody. It's a little rainy, a little drizzly, and my name is Jim Weller, and you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show. So we were here a week ago. We're inside Smith's Cafe in Seaford, Delaware, and I want to just let you know that we are here. And we are live until 10 o'clock this morning. So this show is going to go on for the next 3 hours. We have many different guests that are going to be on talking to us. We might have some giveaways and contests and might even take some phone calls. We don't know exactly what we're going to do because the show is made from scratch each and every Saturday morning. And we have a little bit of an agenda. So there's our agenda, all broke down by the minute. But we don't always follow it to the T, to the letter. But I want to say good morning. First thing I want to mention is Walls Service Center today is taking the day off. One Saturday a month, Walls Service Center takes a break, and this happens to be that Saturday. So if you need any automotive repairs, if you could please wait till next week, they would appreciate it. They do a real good job. It's a locally owned, locally operated automotive repair facility. I've dealt with them for years and years, and when we say years and years, I haven't dealt with them this long, but let me tell you how long they've been in business. 60 years. Think about that in today's world, today's society. How many businesses can endure the test of time like that? But Colin Walls is the owner-operator at this point. His son Colin II is working with him, so there's the third and the fourth generation right on the scene. But Colin's grandfather started it, then his father took it over and passed it on to Colin. So it's Walls Service Center. They do automotive repair. They do anything from I'm getting ready to go through inspection. Can you check my brake lights and my signals to my wiper blades, or I've got an exhaust leak, or my brakes aren't working just right. Every time I turn my wheel, there's a vibration or a problem. They can work on your front end and your steering parts. If you need something like an oil change, they do oil changes. They do them all day long. Okay, they also do things like a tune-up. Cars now have injectors. They do that. It's the time of year you want to make sure that your antifreeze or your coolant in your radiator is strong enough for cold weather. That's something where they do just a little test and make sure it's strong enough. So you don't want to have a deep freeze or take a trip somewhere that has a deep freeze and find out you don't have enough coolant in your radiator. So Walls Service Center can do it all. When you get an oil change there, you get this little checklist. I bring it up every week. And then after the show, I run into people that say, I don't get one of them where I get my oil changed. Well, here's the thing about Walls Service Center. They're just as competitive as anybody else, so it doesn't cost you any more for an oil change. This is just a service they perform for free each and every time you get your oil changed. And people say, well, why? Why? Because it checks things like the depth of the tread in your tires. It checks things like the strength of your battery. A lot of people just do a visual inspection. They hook a thing to it. and check the strength of your battery to make sure you know what kind of shape your battery's in, you know how much is left on your brake pads, you know how much tread is left on your tires, and they don't even sell tires. So I'm just saying that whatever you need, Walls Service Center can help you out, okay? They're a local company. They use quality parts. They stand behind what they do. So if you have a question, you can't call today because they're not open, but you can go to wallservicecenter.com on the web. You can look up their Facebook page, which is Walls Service Center, and you can request an appointment there. You can communicate with them that way. If you got a breakdown over the weekend and you're going to pay a wrecker to tow your vehicle, just have it towed to Walls Service Center, and they'll get you worked in next week, no problem at all. They're open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday. It's 7:30 to 5:30, and then on Saturday, it's usually from 8 to noon. But this Saturday, just one Saturday a month, they take a break, and this is the Saturday they're taking a break. So just letting you know, it's Walls Service Center, downtown Milford. Check them out and like their Facebook page if you would. Now, we have a lot of different people going to be on the show today, so we're going to move right through them pretty good because I even think we're going to have a couple pop-ins. I think there's a couple people going to just stop in, but we're inside Smith's Cafe in Seaford, and kids eat free on Saturday. Now, they have specials every day, so I'm going to encourage you to go to the Facebook and look up Smith's Cafe and like their page, and that way, every time they have a special posted, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. They're open 7 days a week, and the food is made from scratch. These people have been in business a long time, and it's good quality food made with long-term Smith family recipes, and they employ a lot of people, and it's right here in Seaford inside the Teen Challenge thrift store. So you say, wow, it's inside there. It is. You get inside here, you can have some food. There's a 30-some thousand square foot thrift store. No, it doesn't open till 9. Restaurant opens at 6. So that's where we're at, and every day they have daily lunch, breakfast, and dinner specials. In a minute or two, we're going to join the radio audience. So if you're watching on TV or Facebook and you got to get rolling, you can tune your automobile to Delaware 105.9 because we're on radio, we're on TV, and we're on Facebook. We're like air. We're everywhere. Okay? So, like I say, I want to tell you we got a lot of different guests going to be on, and we're going to wait until we're on the radio to get into that. But it's Weller Does Delmarva. This is show number, golly day, it's our 267th show. That sounds like over 5 years to me. So we've done this show without stop 267 Saturdays. I think there was a couple I wasn't here, and we hired people to stand in for me. So, but anyway, it's Weller Does Delmarva. If you have something to say or sell or promote, let me know. Maybe we got space to get you on. Maybe we don't. We kind of stay pretty busy, but you never know. So it's Weller Does Delmarva. Now, Weller's Utility Trailers is my business. We're going to be open today at 8 o'clock, and we have room to do a little bit more business. So if you were thinking, oh, they're full today, they can't do any more, no, we can always squeeze in 1 or 2 more customers. But we will preference that Saturdays are our busiest day of the week. We are open the least amount of hours, and it's our busiest day, so be prepared when you get there. It's a busy day. It was raining earlier. Rainy days at Weller's are incredibly busy day because contractors and farmers, they come out on rainy days because they don't have as much to do, and they want to get their trailer buy-in done or shed buy-in done or whatever they may need. So it's Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. If you've never been there, just stop in and say hi, check out the place. We got the Weller's discount card. We normally sell it. Right now, we're giving them out. We got a few of them left, so we're giving them away for free. They're normally $10. But in a minute or two, I think we're going to be on the radio. We're not on the radio yet, are we? Okay, I don't know either. So I'm going to presume we're on the radio is what I'm going to do. That's a fair presumption. So I'm going to do my first commercial, and then I'm going to talk to my first guest. Somebody I have gotten to know here lately and have done a few projects with that I'm very happy with is a guy named Josh McNeil, McNeil's Paving, okay? And before I do that, Colin, why don't we roll the collage for this week's show so that way everybody can see what's going on and know what we're doing. This is a collage, and the voice you're going to hear is Bob Backman. We hire Bob. He's an intern with us, to be quite okay? Bob's our intern, and he does the voiceover. So this is what you're going to hear and see and what's going on this week, today, now.
Coming up on Weller Does Delmarva, Doug Hudson drops by to tell us about his race for county council. Billy Johnson from Greenwood Mennonite stops in to tell us about the upcoming fall fundraiser to benefit the school. State Representative Rich Collins joins us and shares what's new in his district. Dr. Triglia stops by with the latest on chiropractic care and brings Nell for a visit. Keith Ruark has the 411 on treating those pesky fall insects. And our friend Rick Fowler talks tablets, laptops, and all the latest in office machines. Live from Smith's Cafe in Seaford, it's Weller Does Delmarva.
Thank you, Bob, for doing that. I also got Dave Wilson from Wilson's Auction, soon to be our next state senator. But listen, I want to talk about Josh McNeil. I started with that. He does McNeil's Paving. He owns it. Now, there's another business. He's the second generation. He's got his kids working with him, third generation. Been in business now 60 years. I recently had a couple jobs done by him, and ever since I've been promoting him, people are calling me saying, I called him up. He came and sealed my driveway. I'm very happy. My neighbors now called him up, getting their driveway done. So whether you need some blacktop work done, you need some repairs or maintenance, a whole new driveway. If you need your parking lot done, he does residential and commercial. He also does, where he seals the driveway. He does tar and chip. He works in Sussex County, Kent County, parts of Maryland, and Virginia. Good guy, been in business 60 years now, and his name is Josh McNeil. It's McNeil's Paving. Estimates are free. He can do repairs, maintenance. If you're planning to do your driveway next year and you want to know what your budget is, well, you can give him a call. Estimates are free. So his phone number is 302-945-7131, 302-945-7131, McNeil's Paving. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. He'll treat you right. He'll do a good job, and he'll take good care of you. Next is my good friend Dave Wilson, Wilson's Auction, current state representative, soon to be our next state senator. Is that correct?
I hope so.
Okay. Good morning, young man. How are you?
Good morning. Good to be
All right. Is it raining?
It's just sprinkling.
Just sprinkling. Okay.
Not that bad yet.
All right. So Wilson's Auction going to be open today. No problem. 10 o'clock. Lots of stuff to sell.
Full house.
Full house. But for a moment, let's just talk about Dave Wilson and how long. So you've been a public servant a long time, actually.
Since 1992.
92. Wow. So that's 92, 8, and 18. Sounds like 26 years.
Right.
Gosh, a lot of people don't even keep a job that long.
Well, we try.
So you're in public service and you want to continue.
We're going to do our best.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
So right now, state representative, 35th district.
That's correct.
All right. And you are running, campaigning?
For the 18th Senate District.
Okay. Retiring Gary Simpson.
That's correct.
Okay. And so what's the campaign trail been like?
Well, we've been busy.
Okay.
Had an opponent, got in late in the game, but we're taking him serious.
Okay.
Every
opponent.
Every opponent should be taken serious.
Absolutely. Yep. So you're out. If somebody wanted to meet you, isn't there a big fundraiser just tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have a fundraiser at Wilson's Auction at the gallery from 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Everyone's welcome. It's $30. There'll be food. There's going to be a live auction.
Okay.
And, it's kind of a fun day. I'm just in the background. I'm not going to be doing the auctioneering, but there'll be auctioneers there.
And so now Wilson's Auction has an auction today. Are you there today?
I'll be there in the evening.
In the evening, okay.
This morning, I'm on my way to Amish Benefit Auction in Dover at 8:30, and then back in Georgetown for the breast cancer auction at 12:30. So it's a full
Really?
day.
And these are kind of auctions that you volunteer your time for.
That's correct. Yeah.
In other words, I think one time you told me you might do 20 or 30 or I don't know if it's 40 or 50 a year.
We did around 35, 37 last year, benefit auctions.
Just helping other organizations.
Well, we try to give back to the community. They give to us. They visit our auctions and they do business with us on a weekly basis and daily basis, and we try to give back to the community.
And that's something you did way before you were even in politics.
Oh, absolutely.
In other words, has Wilson's been around 40 plus years now?
That's correct. I went in business in 66 and opened the business where I'm at now in 1971.
Wow. All right, so somebody wants to meet Dave or see Dave, they got to catch Dave.
Come to the auction.
Come to the auction. Okay, so right now you're going to leave here. You're going all the way. Is it Marydale?
No, it's west of Dover, Route 8,
West of Dover.
Byler store.
Okay, so there's an auction today.
That's correct.
And it's for the Amish community, I believe.
Right. It's a benefit auction to support the Amish schools, and there'll be 12, 15 auctioneers selling there. That is a huge event.
All kinds of things.
If anything you can think of that could ever be sold at auction will probably be there.
And some really unique things also.
Quilts, livestock,
lot of
furniture, glassware, antiques, collectibles, anything you can think of that anyone would ever want to take to an auction will probably be there.
All right, so that's today. Then, is it today also in Georgetown you're doing an auction?
Today at 12:30, I'm to be back with Levin Clark for a benefit for the breast cancer auction and car show at the Marvel Museum this year.
That's right. It's a big event. All right, so and then you're going to Wilson's in Lincoln.
I'll be going to Wilson's.
Well, what have you done so far today?
Well, open the business.
Okay, man. So if you want to get to know Dave, come to the auction. He's busy, but he is a go-getter. In other words,
try to keep moving.
And you know, here's what I've learned about a lot of our local politicians. They are businessmen, and they do say if you want to get something done, find a busy person. Because they know how to accomplish things.
That's correct.
In other words, you know, and that's what I do appreciate about you. Now, what else do you want to say about Dave? I want to give you all the time you need here.
You know, it's just a great opportunity to serve in the House of Representatives. The 35th District's been a great district to serve, which has been Bridgeville, Greenwood, and over to Lincoln, and the Sussex County side of Milford. But now the Senate District goes from the Delaware Bay to the Maryland line. So we go from Atlantic Ocean to Burnsville.
Much bigger area.
Twice as big.
Twice as big.
Right.
Wow. Well, I would say you would be a great candidate for this job.
Well, thank you, Jim.
In other words, because I've never known you to not dig deep, to not want to get the answers, to not want to do the right thing. You want to do it right.
I want to be a Jim Weller when I grow up.
Oh my gosh, I want to be a Dave Wilson when I grow up. So, but that's what you want to realize, folks. When you're voting, you want to look at people's accomplishments, and you want to look at what they do for the community, and you want to look at how they treat their people. And Dave's got people as far as employees. He's got people as far as constituents, and you got people as far as customers.
That's correct. That's correct.
You got a lot of people keep happening.
Well, you know, Sussex County and the state of Delaware has been awful good to our business and to the community, so we just look forward to continuing to serve them in the 18th Senate District.
Well, good. All right, so to know about Dave, I guess you could look up on Facebook. There's a Dave Wilson Facebook page, and you could come tomorrow to the Red Building. Is that what you call it? The Red Building. The gallery. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's right on Route 113 in Lincoln. Anybody can come. It's $30 per person. There's going to be food and a live auction, free fellowship. Southern Grill's catering it. So okay.
Sure there'll be
good food. Yeah.
Good food.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all I can think of, Jim.
Okay, well then I'm going to say thank you.
Okay, and thank you.
And I'm going to give you your note to not forget your flagpole.
Okay.
And here is some information just so you have it.
Okay.
And that's what they sell for online, just so you can add a value to it. So,
thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Dave.
Have a good day.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, there he goes, Dave Wilson, everybody. So he's been here. He's now headed to Dover. He's coming back to Georgetown, and then he's going to Lincoln. So if you want to get something done, elect a busy person because they know how to get things done. Dave will do a good job for you. Listen, I want to talk real quick about Dry Zone. Every time it's raining, I think about how nice it is having a good dry crawl space, okay? At my home, Dry Zone has done a great job for me. They came in and encapsulated it. They put in this HydroLink drainage system. They put in sump pumps, dehumidifiers, and I don't care how much water's in my yard or how much it's raining, my crawl space is dry, and you can have that too, okay? So anyway, if you need your crawl space looked at, Dry Zone estimates are free. If you have a basement that's leaking or has moisture or anything like that, they can help you with that. They also now have a full electrical side of things, meaning they have electrician, got him a new van. I just saw it got lettered or wrapped or whatever, and I've already dealt with them numerous times on that. So if you need electrical work, you don't have to have crawl space work done or basement work or whatever. They will just come do electrical work for you, okay? Also, if you're looking for a new career, if you've been working in construction and you say, it's been a wet year so far, a lot of rain, I missed a day here, I missed a day there, and before you know it, I've missed 5 or 10 or 20 days in a year. Well, listen, at Dry Zone, weather has nothing to do with whether they work or not. They've got work, They need people. They are steady growing. They actually now go across over into some areas in Maryland, and they're a great company to be associated with and work for. So if you're looking for a new career, whether you want to be involved in the clerical side of things, the going out and doing the work side of things, going out and being a design person who helps design systems that get things done, Dry Zone is always looking to talk to new applicants. So you can stop in on Route 16 in Ellendale, the Dry Zone Red Barn, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can stop in person. You can go online. I think you can apply there at dryzone.com. And if you ever want to meet the people of Dry Zone or see some of their products, you can go into the Red Barn, and there's a lot of different things they do. There's even an office in there that's up off the floor high enough to have a crawl space underneath of it, and you can see the various things they do and how they do it. And plus, there's a whole wall of awards. They don't like to brag or anything, but I'm impressed. There's a wall 40 feet long full of awards up there. So anyway, it's dryzone.com on Route 16 in Ellendale. Give them a call. The phone number is 302-684-5034, 684-5034, and check them out. And like their Facebook page, too, just for the heck of it, because they've always got something interesting they're posting. So whether you need a job or whether you need something done, I'm telling you, Dry Zone will do a good job for you. Now, my next guest, we're going to talk about the Laurel Veterans Day Parade with Chris Shirey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Getting very excited this year about
It's
the
coming
parade.
up.
Yes, in just a few weeks.
Yeah.
And our biggest thrill so far is our headliner group.
This is big.
This is big.
You've been years working on this.
Yes, and the only reason we got them was because the president's military parade got canceled.
Wow.
And I knew they were scheduled, and I called him up.
Jumped right on it.
And we have the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps coming to Laurel, Delaware.
What an honor that's going to be just to have them.
Yes.
Not to mention how good it's going to be to watch and listen to them.
I just, when they confirmed, I was just excited. So
wow.
I even
Did they know
jumped
how?
up and down.
Do they know how big a town Laurel is?
Yes, I explained to them. We're
it's
small
huge.
town
I
USA.
thought it was huge.
No,
hometown.
Hometowns USA. We're very patriotic.
Yes.
We would love to have them come. We'll serve them a good lunch if they come because we know how to cook down here.
That's right.
And they're looking forward to coming. Our Baltimore City Police Mounted Unit.
It's coming also?
Yes, they love coming over here. They love the people on the Eastern Shore. And
wow.
so, and this year, after the parade until 4 o'clock, we're going to have some vendors, some entertainment activities going on in the town of Laurel, down near Genosic Park.
Okay.
And the mounted unit wants to stay so they can meet some more of the people. And they're going to keep their horses.
Kids love seeing all these horses.
Oh, yeah.
They really do. So do adults.
Yes. And the officers are so wonderful. So
very good.
Stop out and see them. We have.
When is this? Everybody needs to mark their calendar.
Yes, it's November 10th, Saturday. The parade steps off at 11.
At 11, okay.
Now, in Laurel, Central Avenue Bridge is under construction.
Okay.
So we will be coming from South Laurel, going north on Central.
Okay.
Make a right in front of the library.
Okay.
And then left on Delaware Avenue. We'll be going down by Abbott's Grill.
Yes. Yes.
And the great thing about...
They're probably happy.
Yeah. Except for the traffic. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And we
Delmarva Digital's down that way, too.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, okay.
And, but the great thing about this route is you don't have the metal bridge.
Yes.
So anyone that has a horse that would love to be in the parade. So we are thinking about keeping this parade route from now on.
The hill's not too steep.
Well, actually, as you come down the hill, it's beautiful watching. They did it at the 4th of July, and that, if you want a good place to watch, you get to see them on the angle.
Good photo opportunity.
Yes, it's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
The judges' stand this year is going to be further up north or south towards the start.
Okay.
We have a vacant lot where
Okay.
one of our churches had been demolished.
Okay.
And we're going to be setting up there. But
Wow. Now, do you need anything? Does the parade need anything? Do you need any volunteers or donations or?
we need donations, and
Okay.
currently we have T-shirts.
Oh, that's a nice shirt.
And we're for a donation of over $25, you get a free gift of a T-shirt.
Well, that's a $15 shirt almost in itself.
And
So you get the shirt with the $25 donation.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Now, can you donate more than $25?
Oh, yes, you certainly
I
can.
didn't know. I didn't know if somebody wanted to donate 100 or 500.
We've actually had several people that have donated 100.
Okay. All right.
And I have this bagpipe band from Greenwood.
Greenwood. There's a bagpipe band in Greenwood, and I missed it.
Hopefully in future years.
Okay.
From Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, that's down the road from Greenwood.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All right.
we had been trying to get money for them.
Okay.
And I actually had an anonymous donor give us $500
Really?
yesterday, which kind of put us in very good shape for
Very
them.
good. Very good.
But we still always have
Can use-
expenses.
Yes.
And the more money we get, like I still haven't ordered the trophies, so
Okay.
sometimes we'll go a little nicer on the trophies for the
Okay.
kids.
All right.
I do like to give a cash award to the best youth float.
Oh, that's nice.
You know,
Right.
it encourages.
So maybe
the
a
kids.
business could sponsor that.
Yes, and we're always
You know
looking
what-
for sponsors,
Right, but
donations.
you know what I mean? Like you could say, this, youth award has been sponsored by whoever.
Weller's Utility.
Wellers. I knew it as soon as she looked at my shirt. I knew where her mind was going. But anyway, so can people also still get in the parade?
Yes.
Okay.
We really, really are. Now's our busy time for entries. It's free to enter the parade.
Okay.
If you would like to set up afterwards, if you have a nonprofit, or if you have a business that just wants to provide information,
Okay.
those booths are free this year.
Really?
If you are a food vendor, I believe it's $25. If you want to sell like jewelry
Keep talking.
or
This is
crafts, okay.
Keep talking.
If you want to have jewelry or crafts or something like that, I believe it's $15. And you can find out all the information on that at our website. Our address is www.devetparde.com. That's DE short for Delaware, vet short for veteran, and parade.com. And there's tabs on there that will give you all the information about being a vendor. It's also got a place where you can sign up for the parade. And really, we're not trying to make money on this.
No, and you got next year to think about.
Yes, next year
Right.
we were in fairly good shape this year. We had a little cushion from the year before, and that allows us, like the bagpipe band, I
Right.
felt comfortable saying, yes, we want you next year, because I knew it wasn't impossible.
Right.
But
right.
it's planned each year by the Laurel American Legion, Post
Okay.
19, and it's the planning committee is all volunteer. We don't get paid, and we really the whole purpose of the thing is to thank our men and women that have served in the armed forces.
Wow. Well, what a wonderful event. This is Rain or Shine.
Rain or shine,
Rain
our
or shine.
soldiers-
Mark your calendar.
Our soldiers go out in the rain,
Right.
wind, sand, so will we.
All right. If somebody needed to call you, what number?
302
Yep.
569 2770.
All right. 302-569-2770.
You got it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you,
okay.
sir. Have
Take
a good
care.
day.
All right. If anybody's listening at Suscom, I want to tell you we have no emergency at Weller's in Bridgeville, but the alarm company has already dispatched the police. I'm just letting you know. I'm sure we're getting ready to open and somebody didn't do the alarm right. So there is no emergency at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay? Now, with that said, We're going to be talking to more people here in just a little bit. I want to let you know that Doug Hudson, a good friend of mine, candidate for county council, is here. He's going to be on in a little bit. And then we have somebody from the Greenwood Mennonite School going to be joining us, talking about something they have coming up. And we just have guest after guest after guest. And we want to thank you for watching this show. It's Weller Does Delmarva. We do it each and every Saturday right here at Smith's Cafe in I was almost said Georgetown. Smith's Cafe in Seaford. This is where we're at. Want to talk real quick about my accountant, The Accountant, not the movie The Accountant. My accountant, George Luff and Associates, Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth. Great guy to deal with. I've been with him for years. I'm very happy. Whether you need some accounting work for your personal or for your business, whatever you need, even if you're doing some estate planning, he knows accounting. And he's been in business a long time now. I've dealt with him a long time, and they do a great job. So I'm just letting you know, if you need an accountant, Luff and Associates is a great company to deal with. They're always looking for new customers. And if you own a business and you're tired of fooling with your own payroll, we got that way at Weller's to where we were just fed up with it. And I just want to let you know that they offer a system called Easy Payroll. So if you need help with your payroll, whether you've got one employee or hundreds of employees, they can help you out. So it's Luff and Associates, luffcpas.com on the web. Good people. They'll take good care of you, and very friendly, very informative. I just love dealing with them, okay? 3 locations, Rehoboth, Milford, Dover, 422-9699, luffcpas.com on the web. Taking a break from the radio, going to keep right on TV or Jim Weller's Facebook page. So switch over and keep right on watching the show. So we're here at Smith's Cafe in Seaford. Yes, Seaford. And we're here every Saturday morning. So if you're watching on TV, we thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, would you do me a favor, just a favor, and would you hit the share button, okay? Just so everybody knows what you're doing and you can let your friends know about our show, Weller Does Delmarva. I do want to talk about Walls Service Center in Milford, okay? It's a locally owned, locally automotive. It's a locally owned, local automotive repair facility in Milford, Delaware, and it's called Walls Service Center, okay? And it's right downtown, like 220 Northeast Front Street, all right? They've been in business now like 60 years. Colin Walls, my friend, he is the 3rd generation, and Colin the 2nd, his son, is the 4th, and they're both there on the scene. And you say, well, what do they do? Whatever you need done to your automobile. If you're having a problem inside the car, outside the car, anything automotive-related repair, they pretty much can handle it, okay? Right down to a wiper blade or a brake light or anything like that. So it's called Walls Service Center, and they are located right downtown Milford. They're open 6 days a week. Now, today is the one Saturday a month that they are not open. So there's one Saturday a month that they don't open, and that's today. And they kind of just move it around a little bit based on what works best for their employees, because it's basically a break for the help. In other words, that's just exactly what it is. It's a break for their staff. So I want to let you know, if you have an automobile and you're getting it worked on somewhere and you're very happy, that's fine. But if you've got something that somebody else hasn't been able to figure out, or if you've just said, you know, I just want to deal somewhere where I can talk to the owner of the business if I want to, and I know that they're there and I know that they care, Walls Service Center is conveniently located downtown Milford. Colin is there most of the time. If not, his son is there. There's another lady named Tracy who organizes and keeps everybody scheduled and so on, plus the people out in the shop. So it's a great place to deal. Very knowledgeable of what they do. They go out of their way to use quality parts. They've been in business long enough that they know what parts to use and what parts to stay away from, okay? They stand behind what they do. Also, any service work you have done comes with anything from an oil change or greater, comes with a roadside assistance program absolutely free. So you get this just as an added bonus. So if you get an oil change, you'll get this roadside assistance. It's good for 6 months for things like towing, jump start, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, fluid, washer, water delivery, whatever you may need. This is like a 24/7 emergency service that you get for free nationwide, just for getting anything from an oil change or greater. This doesn't even have anything to do with your warranty on the work they do or the parts they use. This is just an added service. So let me give you the phone number. They're not open today, though. It's 422-8110 right there on your screen, okay? Also, you can go to Walls Service Center on the Facebook and schedule an appointment if you'd like to, or you can go to wallservicecenter.com. All right, now, Weller's Utility Trailers, I think, is open. We're either open or we've been broke into, but I think we're open, okay? So, no, we're not open till 8. I think that Brian's just getting there early. So that'll be who gets to pay for the, after you have so many false alarms, they send you a bill. And I think we're at that point now. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But anyway, Weller's Utility Trailers at 8 o'clock for sure will be open today. And I know we're busy. We have a busy day planned because a lot of times sheds, when you talk about a shed, you're not going to talk 10 or 15 minutes about a shed. You're going to spend some time. And if you come to Weller's, you're going to spend a lot of time, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a mess of sheds out there. And, the interesting thing is we sell Amish-made sheds, and there's no two sheds made the same. In other words, if you're looking at a shed and the Amish make it, well, that's one company. And then, you look at ours and it's another company. And all these different companies do things differently. So we want to really encourage you, if you want to talk about a shed, the people that work for me are very knowledgeable about them. They're going to tell you pretty much about every nut and bolt and screw and what size the floors, the distance things are apart and, the thickness of the wood. They're just very knowledgeable people, and they go out of their way to find you answers. So if you are shopping for a shed, most people tell us we run about 10% below everybody else because we mainly make our living selling trailers. We got into the shed business just as an extra thing, so we don't have to make as much as somebody who just sells sheds. So if you need a shed, a chicken coop, a dog kennel, a gazebo, we have all that stuff, and we have it for sale at Weller's in Bridgeville, and it includes delivery, and sometimes you can get it within the same week as when you buy it. Now, that's not always, so we have different programs if you want it quick or if you want it not so quick. We've got it all different ways. So our phone number for the store, again, they're probably not open till 8 o'clock, is 337-8228. That's 337-8228. It's Wellers.com on the web. You can like us on Facebook. We'd really appreciate that. And we'll take good care of you. Now, are we back on the radio? Do we know? We're not. Okay, no problem at all. So listen, folks, you're watching me on TV and you're watching me on Facebook. I want to let you know that in a little bit, we're going to go back on the radio, okay, on Delaware 105.9. So if you need to get rolling and you want to listen to us while you're riding or something like that, I want to let you know that you can listen to it on the radio. Now, we're on the radio till 9, but we're on TV till 10, and we're on Facebook till 10, okay? So just letting you know that. All right, now, what is the next thing I want to tell everybody about? I want to tell you the Weller's discount card. If you don't have one and you would like one, we normally sell them for $10, okay? We have some of them left, and they're good till the end of this year. So if you'd like one of these, they have like 19 different businesses giving a discount on there. We'll give you one absolutely free. Just stop into Weller's in Bridgeville and say, I'd like one. I don't think we have hundreds left, but we do have a few left. So if you want one, you're welcome to one. Just stop in and ask for it. So anyway, in a minute or two, we're going to go back live on the radio, and then you can listen on the radio, or you can continue to watch on TV, or whatever works. So, I did when you were talking. So anyway, we're going to take a break from the radio. No, we're not. We're on the radio. We're on the radio. Katie, you get me all messed up. I got to stay focused here. But anyway, I just want to let you know that Atlantic Home Improvements is another one of our great supporters of the show. His name is Mark Johnson. He has a partner named Don Lindsay. These guys do a great job. They do handyman type stuff, small repairs, big repairs, whatever you may need, interior, exterior, home repairs, flooring, decks, drywall repair, kitchen counter, backsplash work. Who knows what you may need done? I use them all the time. I have a lot of different properties, and every time I have a problem with anything, they're my go-to guys. So if you need something done, you give them a call, and they'll tell you whether they can do it, can't do it, whether they're too busy, not too busy. I don't know their scenario. They're just always busy. These two guys have over 25 years experience in the construction and carpentry world, and they're just good people. So it is called Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Service. And they have a Facebook page. I'd like you to like that page if you would. It's Atlantic Home Improvements on Facebook. I'm going to give you the phone number. It's 302-500-0133. That's 500-0133. They're licensed. They're insured. They're locally owned and operated by Mark Johnson and Don Lindsay. Over 25 years experience. Estimates are free. They'll take good care of you. If you need something done, give them a call and say, hey, I heard about you from Jim Weller, and see how they do for you, all right? Now, I did want to mention our calendars are in. So if you want a new calendar, we're giving them away. Katie's been giving them away here to everybody. Plus, on top of that, we have them at the store. My next guest is ready. He is primed, he is pumped, and he wants to be your next Sussex County Councilman, Doug Hudson.
Good morning, Jim.
How's Doug?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Was it raining?
It is raining. It's kind of misty.
Kind of misty.
Yes.
All right. Now, are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Now, you got an election coming up. Is it November 6th?
Yes, it is. Just
That's
a little
Tuesday.
over 2 weeks.
It's
Yes.
a Thursday. I can't remember
Tuesday.
what it is. It's a Tuesday.
Yes.
Returns Day is Thursday.
That's correct.
You going to be in the parade?
Yes, I will.
That'll be fun, won't it?
Sure.
Will that be your first time being in the parade?
It will be. This is my first time running for office at all.
Okay. Well, it seems like ever since I've known you, you've been in some kind of public office.
I have.
Always doing things for the public.
I have. It started when I was 16 years old in 1976.
Where did you live when you were 16?
I was
What
born
town?
and raised right in Bethany Beach.
Oh, so you're a local.
Yes, local.
All right. It's not like you moved here and just want to jump in.
That's
or
for
anything.
sure.
You're real.
Yeah,
real
several
Sussex County.
That's for sure. And several generations back.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
You know.
I joined the Bethany Beach Fire Company as soon as I turned 16 years old.
Wow.
And I worked my way up to fire chief.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. Okay.
And then in 1981, I was hired by the Bethany Beach Police Department as a summer officer.
Was that a big, heavy-duty job? Was the crowds heavy then?
It wasn't like it is today.
Okay.
But it was very busy in the summertime.
So
And-
Bethany's always been a busy place.
Oh, sure. Bethany's a great place.
Oh, it is.
It
Very
is.
family friendly.
It sure is.
Okay. So Bethany Beach Police hired you.
Yep, I worked part-time and in the summers. I fill
Okay.
in vacations, sick time, and things like that.
Okay.
And then in 1984, I was hired by the state police.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there?
27 years.
27 years as
Yes.
a Delaware State Trooper.
Yes.
All right. What different troops did you work at?
Well, I started out, I did a very short time at Troop 5 in Bridgeville.
Okay.
When I first got hired.
All right.
And then I went to Troop 7 in Lewis.
Okay.
And then I went, and
Where was Troop 7 when you went there?
it had just moved to the just
Where it
south
is
of
now?
Side Point, south of 5 Points. Yes,
Okay. Meaning right where it is right this
That
minute?
is, yes.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know where it was before that.
yeah. And then 1987, I got transferred to an undercover unit.
Did you
Worked
really?
there for a while, and then I
Okay.
went back to Troop 4 in Georgetown. That used to be just a criminal investigations troop. There weren't road personnel there at that time.
Okay.
And I spent about the next 12 or 13 years working burglaries, thefts, and then I got shipped to the major crimes unit where it was rapes, robberies, shootings,
Really?
like that,
Heavy stuff.
and child sex abuse and things like that.
Wow.
That was, yeah, pretty
All
heavy.
right. And is that where you retired at that?
No, I got promoted. Colonel Aaron Chaffins promoted me to sergeant, and I went back to Troop 7 for a couple of years, and then I went back to Troop 4 again and ran the financial crimes unit for
Well,
quite a while.
it's fair to say, starting at 16 years old in the fire department to being at the different state police barracks, you know our community rather well.
I know Sussex County inside and out, and I spent a lot of time at Lower Sussex Little League coaching and on the board, and I was president for a while.
I would say that would make you a exceptional candidate.
Well, thank you.
In
I
other
like
words,
to
I mean,
think,
we're talking about somebody born and raised here. I don't know if
Yes.
you were born here or not, but
I sure was born
and raised here.
Yep.
Been everywhere.
That's
been
for sure.
involved in many different aspects of even just the state police. You
Yes,
know.
in the last 2.5 years, I've been on the Planning and Zoning Commission. Councilman George Cole, who is retiring,
Okay.
that's who I'd like to take the place of,
Okay.
appointed me to the Planning and Zoning Commission, and we just finished a revision of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan.
Yes, that was very involved.
And that was a very involved thing.
Yeah.
We had weekly meetings, public meetings, and took a long, long time. And we finished up our revision, sent it to the county council. They made their revisions, and then it went to the state.
Okay. Well, I would have to believe even doing that, it's given you a real bird's eye view of things in the county that are needed, changes that need to be made, improvements, and just ideas of restructuring and regrouping.
Absolutely.
Wow. So I guess why wouldn't somebody want somebody like this? In other words, you know, you got it covered from just about every angle.
Well, thank you. I know like I said before, I know the county inside and out. And now with my experience on planning and zoning, I can hit the ground running on
Right.
the county
No
council.
learning curve needed
I don't need any on-the-job training.
because you've been interfacing with the council all along.
Oh, for sure. And I've known just about everybody on the council my entire life.
Okay. Wow. So all people need to do is vote.
I hope they do on November 6th. Vote for me.
Right, vote for Doug. Now, are you speaking anywhere? Are you even available to speak? I mean, like, what if somebody said, "How do I meet Doug or learn about Doug?" What do they do?
I make myself very available. I'm busy almost every night now.
Okay.
Talking to groups and communities and things like that. But I give out my cell phone to anybody that would want it.
Do you really?
Sure.
All
I'll
right,
give it
so-
out right now if you'd like.
All right. Well, it starts with 302.
It does.
Okay.
302-542-1432. And I'm glad to give it out and glad to talk to anybody. And I promise to always make myself accessible and accountable.
Wow. Well, that's a pretty good promise.
Thank you.
Married man?
Yes, I have. I've been married to my wife, Dr. Lou Ann Hudson, for 28 years.
Wow.
And we have a son named Jake, and he's a junior at West Virginia University. You see my sweatshirt?
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one.
All right. Well, good job.
Thank
good
you.
job. So, I bet you're excited about this.
I am. I'm very excited just to hit the ground running.
Right.
And get started.
Right. So that way, George Cole will retire.
Yes.
And Doug will hopefully be the replacement, and you'll just keep right on moving.
Thank you. George, I have a lot of respect for him. He's been there 32 years.
Has he?
He's done a lot of good work.
Wow, he has.
And he's had enough, I think.
He's been good to me.
He has been good to me, too.
Yep, he's been good to me.
I have a lot of respect for him, and I just hope I can fill his shoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope so, too. I think you'll be fine. I had no idea you were, I'm learning this. I had Dave Wilson on earlier, and now I've got you, and I'm learning something. If you want to get something done, you've got to find somebody that's a doer. That knows how to multitask, knows how to handle things. We have a lot of people that want to get involved and stuff like that, and they're bored or they're retired or they're just looking for a job or something like that. In other words, what I'm seeing first with Dave this morning, I mean, there's a man who already owns a business, has no need to do anything extra. Here you are, you're retired, you are still involved in the county council, you're involved in many different things, and you just don't want to stop.
Well, this is just a continuation of my public service. And
Yeah, I would say.
I really enjoy it. And it's a lot of work. But, now that I'm retired from the state police, I can pretty much be a full-time county council person.
Yes, but you're coming with so much knowledge and experience.
Well, thanks.
Because being with the state police, you've been in every inch of this county.
I know just about every pothole.
Right. You got a list of all the ones that need fixing. Oh, my.
Something else I'd like to add, I have a great relationship with the legislators in Sussex County as well.
Good.
Starting off with Gerald Hocker, Ron Gray, Ruth Briggs King, Steve Smick. Well, I worked with Steve for years.
That's right.
And, Pete Schwarzkopf as well. I grew up with him.
That's right.
He's a retired state trooper. And I could have a great working relationship with
Right.
with
These people know your name when their phone rings.
Oh, for sure.
And this is really good. I mean, in other words, when the voters are thinking, who do I vote for? Who's going to make the most, because when you're an employer, so like if you come to work for the county council, you're kind of coming on as an employee of the citizens of the county.
That's for sure.
When an employer is hiring somebody, they say, well, how do I get the most bang for my buck? How do I get somebody that when they come to work is going to be as productive as they possibly can from day one? And knowing the players and knowing people and already having established lifelong or long-term relationships makes a big, big difference. You're not alienating yourself from anybody. You're welcoming involvement from everybody.
It sure does. It makes a big difference. And I think that I could do a very good job. And I promise to work very, very hard.
Well, we're going to hold you to it.
That's for sure.
We're going to hold you to it. But sounds like accountability's been all your life. You've been responsible and had to be accountable.
With the state police, there are a lot of rules, regulations, and things you have to follow, and I'm okay with that.
Right. Not to mention public opinion.
That's for sure.
In other words, so. Anything else, Doug?
I think that covers it.
All right. I don't want to rush you off, but
thank you,
get
Jim,
your money's worth here.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate your willingness to get involved and serve our community.
Thank you very much.
All right, Doug, have a good day.
Jim.
All right, take care.
Take care.
All right, there he goes, Doug Hudson. Look him up. Don't forget him on November 6th. All right? And there's only one Doug Hudson on the ballot. He'll do you a good job. All right? Now, L&W Insurance Agency. Let's talk about my friend Bill Strickland. L&W Insurance Agency. And as you watch this show and you listen to this show, whether you're on the radio or whatever, you say, Jim, who don't you know? Well, there's some people I don't know, but most of the people I know I like and I get along with. And I was at the parade the other night, and I want to encourage you, if you didn't see the parade, go to WRDE's Facebook page. We're at about 9,800 views so far. Myself, Colin Walls, Amy Brown, Jessica Martinez, we, like, I don't know what you would call us, we commentary, I don't know what the word is. We weren't the announcers, but we sat there. Commentators, right, that's what it was. And we were comical commentators. We had a lot of fun, but we did the show, and we Catch It Live, which is Colin and Colin. They, produced it and sent it on to WRDE's Facebook page, and there it is for you to view. So if you missed the Milford Parade last Wednesday night, man, you missed a great parade. Look it up, watch it. But there was just so many people in there, I realized I knew about every third person. It was unbelievable how many people I knew. And I was just surprised at that. I need to run for something one of these days, which I probably will if I ever get around to it. But anyway, I want to talk about L&W Insurance Agency because I got off track, but it's just somebody I really like doing business with. It's my insurance man, okay? So I deal with L&W both for homeowners and for automobile, for my life insurance, for health insurance, for things like my commercial coverage at my business, just all kinds of things. I have many properties, just whatever I need, I call them. Even for this show, we have what's called media insurance. So L&W Insurance has been real good to me. And I just want to let you know that I'm very happy with them. And Bill Strickland and his team, they do a good job. L&W has been around. Now, I'm going to tell you how long they've been around. We're talking 80-some years. They've been in business since 1932. L&W Insurance Agency, so I'm very happy with them. I like them. If you want a good, honest insurance agent, one that helps you when you have a claim, they don't just say call 1-800. They say let us help you deal with your claim. So it's L&W Insurance Agency, and the phone number is 856-7828. That's 856-7828, and it works if you dial it in that exact order, okay? 856-7828, LNW Insurance, lwinsurance.com on the web. Tell them I sent you. I really like them. Now, we have a surprise guest. I knew he was coming, but we're always surprised when he gets here. So anyway, hardworking man, busy young man, excited about changing things that have been as old as roots. We're going to make some changes here. So, Rob Arlett, good morning.
That. Good morning, Jim.
Well, you know what I mean?
Old
In other
as
words,
roots, I'm loving that.
Once a tree starts growing, it's great, but after so long, it gets so rooted that it can't move.
And can't grow.
It can't grow.
It gets stifled.
Correct. In other words,
you got to cut it off in order to get new growth.
That's right. Sometimes it needs a little pruning.
I'm thinking November 6th. There's going to be some pruning, my friend.
Right.
Yes.
So, I've known Rob.
It's an honor to be here on the infamous Jim Wilford show.
I guess so. But I've known Rob on the county council. I knew him when he ran for that. I watched him run. He was so honorable. People liked you. Everything you said it the same way every time. It was all truthful and honest, and I've just watched you be a good family man. I've met your kids, your wife, and I'm just excited to see you running for the U.S. Senate.
Yes, sir, the U.S. Senate. I think, isn't it time we have somebody, as you just described, in Washington, D.C.? I mean, truth be told, we're so fed up with Washington and the craziness.
And we deserve a change.
We do.
It's time. I mean, everything has a season.
Yes, sir.
And it's a season of growth and forward movement.
It is, and that's why we're truly honored and very blessed. I'm humbled. I really am, Jim, to have the opportunity to travel up and down the state of Delaware and listen and learn from so many people and so many families, both Democrats and independents, and obviously the Republicans. It doesn't matter party affiliation. People are people.
Right.
People have aspirations.
We're actually
dreams.
in the people business.
I'm thinking we are.
Yeah.
And that's why I love
what I do. We can't forget that.
That's why I love what I do, because I love people. Truly.
Right.
My heart is there, and I aspire not to be a political person, to be a servant to others.
Right.
And that's truly where my heart is, and why we are running for the U.S. Senate. And it's my goal to retire my opponent, who's been in office for 42 years.
He probably would appreciate a break.
I'm thinking.
You know what I mean?
Well, he did say the other night at our debate that he was supportive of term limits, but I guess maybe not for him. But
next term.
But I think that people are going to be, having their voice heard on November the 6th.
No doubt, no doubt. So I want people to know, Republicans Republicans, Democrats, and everybody, this is your opportunity to have a new day and a fine day, November 6th.
It is, and I think, and I'm wearing my Navy shirt for a couple of various reasons. Number one is because today the USS Delaware, it's a nuclear-powered submarine, is getting christened down in Newport News, Virginia. So I think it is a new day in reference to our military. It is a reference to a new day to really the Delaware, because yes, we are going to be strong and courageous in the 7 seas around the world with a new submarine. And I think it's time to have a new U.S. Senator in Washington, D.C. representing the people. So that's number one reason. Number two, as you know, our son is at the Naval Academy. Number three is my dad. This is actually his 50th reunion at the Naval Academy this very weekend.
Really?
And my dad, as you know, was the class of 1968 at the Naval Academy, and that's how I, grew up as a Navy brat. And so his class reunion is actually going on today. And I will not be there. I was invited to go there, but we've got 9 stops, which I want to share with you before I leave your show here in all of Sussex County. But tomorrow they're actually having a memorial service for those of class of 1968 from the Naval Academy. My dad passed away, as you know, 3 years ago. So we are going to slide over to Annapolis. Don't tell anybody tomorrow to be a part of the memorial service on honoring my dad.
Wow. Well, we appreciate your dad's service and commitment, and for having such a great son.
Well,
we've instilled good things in you.
It is a village, my friend. It is a village, and we miss my dad, of course, and my mom both, and but the legacy continues, and we're working real hard, and we're just very excited about the future. Everywhere we go, Jim, everybody. There was a young gal, well, not so young. I mean, she was probably 60. Don't get mad at me. 60 is it's a relative number.
I'm a young 60.
Exactly, but we were at a meet and greet up in Middletown earlier this week, and she didn't know even who was running against Senator Carper 2 weeks ago. Didn't even know who was running against her. So we had a meet and greet there. She found us on Facebook, the event. She came. She came there at the Middletown Diner there, and wanted to know who was this person running against Senator Carper. And she has been a lifelong Democrat. Lifelong. Never, always has been a Democrat. She has always voted for Carper in all the positions that he's held in 42 years. She has always voted for Carper. And I said, why are you here? I mean, really, why are you here? She goes, because I just am very concerned, and I can no longer continue to do so. So I wanted to hear from you what you're all about. And we've spent one-on-one time for about 45 minutes. And at the end of it all, she says, not only am I going to be voting for you and supporting you and helping your campaign, but I am willing to do a 60-second testimony video to talk about why she's voting for Rob Arlett. And that video is online right now on our Facebook. And so people can jump over there. Yeah, Rob Arlett for U.S. Senate. You'll see her testimony, and it's pretty powerful. And we're hearing those stories all up and down the state of Delaware. People, doesn't make a difference what party, they're just ready for change.
Ready for change. And I think the climate is right. I think you're the man. Now today, starting when and where?
Yeah,
we're talking
let me
9 different stops.
On, so because time is a-clicking. And so let me, if I may, real quick, Jim. We've got a Sussex County send-off tour today. Everybody knows I live here in Sussex County. I'm an elected official here in Sussex County. But gosh, I've been spending 80% of my time upstate because people who don't know Rob, people who don't know Rob. Well, people who don't like Rob don't know Rob, and so it's my job is to get out in the communities, mostly up north, to get to know people. So, but doesn't mean we're ignoring Sussex County or even Kent County. So this is my day to totally focus on Sussex County, and so this is what we're doing all day long.
Here we go.
All day long, starting this morning. And first off, all this information is on our Facebook page. Click on events, you'll see it. You can also click on our website, click on events, and you'll see the details of what I'm about to share. So don't worry about writing it all down. But get to robarlett.com. But this morning I'm starting at 8:30 at the Seaford Fire Hall. We'll be there for some time with Representative Danny Short. So he's going to be joining us there. Then we're going to move on to at 9:45 to the Laurel Fire Hall. Representative Tim Dukes and I think Senator Bryant Richardson will be joining me there.
Good people.
Very good people. And then from there we're going to be at 11 o'clock we'll be at the Bridgeville Fire Hall. And then 12 noon we will be at the old Sussex County Courthouse right on the circle in Georgetown, right at 12 noon.
That's kind of cool.
Which we're very excited about. 1 o'clock we'll be at the Millsboro Fire Hall. 2 o'clock we'll be at the Millville Fire Hall. 3:15 we'll be at the boardwalk, right at the bandstand in Rehoboth.
Wow.
So right at 3:15, and at 4:15 we'll be at the boat ramp, park/boat ramp, right there in Milton.
Okay.
And then we will finish up with our great mutual friend, more so you've known him a lot longer than I, but we will wrap up the day at 5:15, none other than Walls Service Center in
Milford, Delaware.
And
Very good.
I think we're going to end up having dinner over there in Milford. I think at Arenas, I believe it is.
Okay, Arenas is
with
real good.
Folks. So 9 stops all day today. We're focused on hearing from you, listening to you, having somewhat of a rally all throughout the day. Rain or shine, they make a difference.
Rain or shine.
We don't melt. I rest assured, we do not
But
melt.
if you want to meet Rob today, as you
Please do. Yeah, please do. And we've got another meet and greets coming up over in Rehoboth, I think, later on next week also. But just so much going on. We're just so very excited, so very encouraged.
Real quick, because I'm almost out of time for this segment. Can people still donate? I'm just curious. I don't have any idea what it takes to run a campaign. Can you donate all the way to the end, or
you can?
Are you full, or what's the story?
Thank you for we need resources. Let's be honest.
Because I would think it takes a lot of money.
It takes a lot of money. In fact, we are a Republican in the state of Delaware, so and I'm running against an incumbent who's been in office for 42 years. And he says it is public record, so therefore I'm not afraid to share this with you. He's bought out and sold by pharmaceutical. He's got over $550,000 worth of donations from Big Pharma. So go figure. So this is a grassroots campaign. I need $5, $10, whatever you have the ability to do.
Okay.
We have to get our voice out. We have to get the vote. And that goes out to radio advertisements, gets out to mailers,
signs.
Gets out to signs, and they're getting vandalized, which tells you they're getting nervous, right? I take that as a badge of honor, I think. And but yes, we need, and the first donation I received after I won that primary was a $10 donation. And that was from somebody who was a food service worker at Walmart. And that's symbolic of this campaign. It is truly grassroots. Yes, we love and encourage the max donors of $2,700 per person or $5,400 per couple. And this is truly a national race. We are voted by Delaware, but this is a national race. So because there's only 100 senators, and each senator matters and has national implications. So even if you're watching California or Virginia or Maryland, Philadelphia, it doesn't matter. You can donate to the cause and make sure that we have representation of the people back at the U.S. Senate, and I'm honored to do so. I appreciate your support. We still need some volunteers. So get to the website. You'll get all the information there. Click on donate, click on volunteer, and then share it all to your folks.
All right, I'm going to ask Katie to take one more picture that we're paying attention to
Let's
take.
do
so
it.
I'm going to shake your hand.
You got it.
This will be the last time I shake his hand before he's a senator. All right, here we go.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
God bless.
God bless you.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day. Okay?
I will.
All right. Be careful out there. All right, everybody. We're taking a break from the radio. We're going to continue right on TV. The show never stops. We're like the train, so we just never stop. So it's Weller Does Delmarva. We are live right here in Smith's Cafe in Seaford. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit the share button. Hit the share button if you would, okay? So anyway, I want to talk about Walls Service Center. Yep. So, Katie, I'm going to let you start that timer. Anyway, so Walls Service Center is a locally owned, locally operated, downtown Milford. It's an automotive repair facility called Walls Service Center. And later today, that is the very last stop for Rob at the end of the day. If you want to meet Rob Arlett, right downtown Milford, right there in the parking lot. I forgot all the different places, but I think it's like 9 places he's going to go, and he started here, and he's got 9 more to go. So anyway, if you want to meet Rob, I like him, good guy. But now, if you want to see Walls Service Center, listen, they're closed today. They're only closed one Saturday a month, and it's to give the people a day off. I love it. I think it's a great thing that Colin does. But if you need your automobile worked on and you want good quality workmanship, if you want to deal with somebody that knows what they're doing, Walls Service Center uses quality parts. They've been in business now 60 years, and they'll take good care of you. So whether you need an oil change, a bulb replaced, a wiper blade, you have some exhaust work you need done, your brakes aren't working just right, they don't do tires, but other than that, there's not much they don't do. Now, if you ever have a breakdown and your automobile's going to be towed, just have it towed directly to Walls Walls Service Center in Milford. There's a slot in the door. You drop your keys through there, put a note, and put your phone number, and they'll give you a call and take good care of you. So I have dealt with them for years. It's Walls Service Center, downtown Milford. It's called 220 Northeast. It's not called. The address is 220 Northeast Front Street, right downtown Milford, okay? It's right next to Bicentennial Park. So you could literally schedule some work, go for a walk, get a little exercise around the Mississippian River. You could bring your dog and go over to the dog park. There's a small dog and a big dog park. There's Goat Island right around the corner within walking distance. You could go to that. At the park right next door to Walls Service Center, there's a pavilion. You could eat lunch there. So again, Tracy is the one who answers the phone and schedules the appointments. So I don't want to say when you could get something worked on. I don't know. She does a great job of that. Colin Walls is the owner-operator. His father and grandfather started it, and his grandfather started it, and then his dad took over. Then Collins took over, and now Colin the second is next in line to take over. So he's not in a hurry, though. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you want to deal with a place that's owner-operated, that's been around 60 years, that knows what they're doing, they know what parts to use, what parts not to use, because, they're not into the cheap junk parts. They want your stuff to be done right the first time around, okay? So it's Walls Service Center that give you the roadside assistance program absolutely free every time you get anything from an oil change or greater, okay? So, and that's free. Roadside assistance, absolutely free with anything from an oil change or greater. So I just want to let you know it's wallservicecenter.com. Call them at 422-8110, but nobody's there to answer the phone today. Katie, if you would, get me a couple good pictures of those three gentlemen, just for the heck of it, for my scrapbook. And I'm ready for this lady to come on down. You come on down. Get close to that microphone. We're going to be another minute or two before we get back on the radio, so that's when we'll talk to you. But folks that are listening and watching on Facebook, if you'd hit the share button, I'd really appreciate watching this show. It's Weller Does Delmarva. We're also on TV. We're on My Cozy TV, which is like Comcast 204 and Mediacom 99. Then we're also on Delaware 1059. So we got a huge audience. We're on actually 5 different Facebook pages. So if you own a business or have an organization and would like this show to be on your Facebook page, we got a deal for you on that, because it will just give you more visibility, more things for your people to see, and your numbers will just increase. So anyway, Weller's Utility Trailers is open officially now. We opened at 8 o'clock this morning. We're open now 6 days a week, 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and 8 to 1 on Saturday. Very busy on Saturdays, but yes, we will take care of you. We've got a phenomenal sales staff there, and I know that we are right on the verge of hiring one more sales person. So if you have an interest in that, let me know. We're looking for one more person to sell sheds and carports and kayaks and swing sets and gazebos and generators and utility trailers. So anyway, that's what we got going on there. And we still got the corner in Lincoln for rent. If we don't rent it, we're going to open it, okay? We talk about it every week because I'd rather rent it than open it, and or I'd rather just sell it to Wawa or Royal Farms or something like that and be done with it. But if not, if you have a desire to sell and have some management skills, we are always accepting resumes of people that might want to run that location for me if I were to open it. But just because I talk about it doesn't mean I'm absolutely going to do anything, but I promise you I will talk about it, okay? That's a guarantee. So anyway, we're going to go back on the radio in just a second or two. We are back on the radio, so I just want to let you know that we are there, and I want to talk about Wilson's Auction, Dave Wilson, real quick. But don't forget the truck convoy today. The truck convoy for Special Olympics celebrates their 15th year in southern Delaware, and this is amazing. Over 200 trucks. I think it starts in Harrington, and it goes to Milford, and I think it comes up Route 36, and it ends up in Greenwood. I watch it at Greenwood, and it's really, really cool to see. But don't be in a hurry, because 200-plus vehicles is how many you're going to see, and that's today. It leaves Harrington at 10 a.m. Really cool, big event. All right, now, Wilson's Auction today, starting at, I forgot what time they start today. What time do they start on Saturdays? I can't even remember. Let's just say 10 o'clock, all right? But you can go there right now and look around because there's plenty of stuff to look at. Inside, outside, auctioneers all day long and into the evening today, okay? Then Tuesday nights at 6, they have an auto auction. Tomorrow, if you want to go to Dave Wilson's fundraiser, it's tomorrow at the Red Building next to Wilson's auction, okay? But listen to me. Listen. Next Friday, October 26th, there is a valuable piece of real estate in Frankfurt that's going to be sold at auction, okay, at 11 o'clock. If you want to see pictures of it and learn about it, you can see that at wilsonsauction.com. And then also next Saturday, you've got the Wilsons Auction in Lincoln auction, but there's also going to be an off-site public estate auction next Saturday, the 27th, and that is in Georgetown. So if you want to learn about all of this, go to wilsonsauction.com on the web, on the World Wide Web, not just the Lincoln web, the World Wide Web, okay? wilsonsauction.com, 422-3454 is the phone number. Been around over 40 years, and Dave Wilson and his team do a good job. Now we're going to talk about another auction that's coming up. Huge fundraiser. It's either huge or huge, okay? Greenwood Mennonite School. It's coming up November 3rd. Here's a young lady who's got all of the answers you could ever want to know. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. And tell everybody your name.
I am Megan. I'm a parent volunteer from Greenwood Mennonite School.
A parent volunteer.
I am just a parent volunteer.
That's the high-paying position.
That is. That's the big bucks.
That's the big bucks. And I always tell people when I do something in a volunteer way, always cut my pay before you fire me. That way I know it's coming, okay? All right, so parent volunteer, which means you've got kids there.
I do. I have a kindergartner and a third grader.
And a third grader.
Yeah.
What a great school.
I know. I love it.
It is a great school.
I love it. We are so happy with it. And we actually just started there this year. We just transferred in. And my husband is a graduate from Greenwood Mennonite.
Oh,
but that was a few years ago.
Okay. Well, good. Transferred in. From where? Where'd you come from?
We came from another private Christian school.
Oh, but not another state.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought.
We live right here in Milford. We have for a long time.
Okay. No problem. Milford, Delaware, or Connecticut?
Yes. Delaware.
Delaware, just clarifying. All right, so you're involved with things, and I guess Billy Johnson talked you into coming down here this morning.
Yes, he did. He said, "Can you fill in for me?" And I said, "Of course."
It's easy.
It's easy. We're just hanging out.
All right, so tell me, it is November 3rd, right?
It is November 3rd. You are correct. It starts in the morning, and we actually, one of the best parts is the all-you-can-eat breakfast.
Yes. All you can eat.
You
just can't stay there all day long eating.
No, you can't. But it's going to end at some point. But the day kicks off with an all-you-can-eat breakfast, which is amazing.
Yep.
And we have lots of stuff going on. We have a silent auction. We have a live auction going on.
And the silent auction, there's tables and tables and tables of stuff.
There's a ton of things. I'm amazed at how generous. I'm amazed how generous people are, and I'm amazed how feisty people are.
Right, because you walk along, and somebody's number will be down there, and they'll bid $10. The next thing you know, you go back, and they've been outbid. And next thing you know, they've changed their bid.
Yep, you're exactly right.
And it's all day long. Now, that's the silent auction.
That's a silent auction.
Okay.
And then the live auction, which has some really cool stuff going on. And there, a lot of businesses have been very generous. We actually have a Generac generator.
Oh, big generator.
A big one. That's up in the auction, a brand new one.
Okay, brand new.
Donated.
And there's a lot of homemade stuff.
A lot of homemade stuff.
Homemade.
Homemade. They actually have a bake sale as well going on, which...
That's right.
Like...
And it's all non-fattening if you eat it in moderation and drink water.
Well, I think that if you buy baked goods for a good cause, it doesn't count.
That's a great way to look at it. If you buy baked goods for a good cause.
Yes, and then no calories count. So you can buy, they actually have peanut butter rolls. Are you familiar with the peanut butter rolls that they have there?
No, I'm not. I'm familiar with the chocolate chip cookies for sure.
The peanut butter rolls are one of my favorite.
Okay.
I'm a peanut butter lover. So they actually put some in the auction and they go for quite some big bucks.
Well, I have seen all kinds of things go for little bucks, big bucks. This is a fun auction. And does the auction start at 9 or 10 or I don't even know what time?
I believe it starts at 9 o'clock.
Okay. So
with the breakfast, and then they go right into the thing. And they even have lunch too.
Yeah, food for sale.
Yes,
food for sale
lunch.
During the auction.
Yep, we have
you
some
won't
people
go hungry.
No, you won't. Between the bake sale, the breakfast, the lunch, you will be stuffed all day.
And you will be full on fellowship. In other words, and it's so much fun. I mean, I have seen people be able to buy hunting trips. I bought a vacation one time, like to Duck, North Carolina.
Yes.
We had a ball, a great big house. We took 2 or 3 families with us, and we had a lot of fun.
Yep, there's all kinds of great stuff. People are so generous to the school and stuff, so we got a lot of good stuff this year.
And each class makes a class. I'll call it a basket.
Yep.
They're not always a basket. Some could be a wheelbarrow. Some could be a shopping cart.
I know. They come up with all kinds of crazy things. I know one of the classes this year, they're doing a family game night, and they are putting it all together in the shape of a Christmas tree. All filled, like huge. I'm not talking about like a little Christmas tree, a huge Christmas tree. So they're shaping it like that with all kinds of board games and stuff to have a fun family game night.
Good. That's kind of cool.
That sounds like, yeah.
Yeah.
My kids are probably going to want that.
So no charge for parking.
No charge for parking, of course.
No charge to get in.
No charge to get in.
There's no buyer's premium, and people don't know what that is, but Dave Wilson is actually the auctioneer.
Correct.
And at Wilson's auction, if you bid $10 or $100, that's all you pay.
Correct.
Where some auctions add a premium to it, another 10.
No premiums.
So no buyer's premium. Dave Wilson's the auctioneer, and it is truly a family-friendly environment. Bring the kids, let them run around or hang out or whatever.
There's a kids' Christmas shop this year where the kids can go secretly buy stuff for their parents.
All right.
Which is pretty fun.
So it's the Greenwood Mennonite School. Is it called Mennonite School Road, I think it is?
Mennonite School Road, correct.
It's a road from 36 to 16.
Correct, yep.
And the school's there. I think the breakfast might start at 7. I'm not positive, but somewhere. I know it's no later than 7.
Right.
And so it's all you can eat.
Yes.
And then after that, you can go to the auction.
Right.
And you can do this. It's like being in church and reaching over and taking the wallet of the person next to you and just giving like you always wanted to give. You can just come to this auction and just spend like you've always wanted to spend. They take checks, they take cash, they take credit cards.
And it goes to a great cause.
It goes to a great cause.
And if you're still wanting to donate, if you're a business and donate, we're still accepting donations
I have
too.
got to do that. I forgot. I'll get up with you.
Okay,
I forgot all about it. Okay. All right. So mark your calendar, November 3rd. I don't know if it starts at 9 or 10, but I'll be there. Gosh, it starts before I get there. I remember now. All right. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mark your calendar. Anything else?
I think that's all. I appreciate it.
They can learn more on the Greenwood Mennonite School's Facebook page.
The Facebook page has information on it, or they can give me a call too if they want.
Okay, here's
my
your
number is
number.
233-0023, and I'm Megan.
233-0023.
And it's a 302 number. That's a crazy phone number.
Yeah, 302. 203. Oh, wait a minute. 302-233-
0023.
That is a interesting phone number.
I know, it
Okay.
is.
All right. Anything else?
That's all. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, get out of here, and thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Okay. See you, Megan. All right. I see Rich Collins has shown up. We're going to chit-chat with him. Also, Jerry's Lawn Care, Jerry Santoro, another good supporter of the show. Saw somebody said, I have a nightlight I need replaced, and I just need some help with it. And they're just looking for somebody. And Jerry Santoro has a bucket truck who he can literally help you with that because he helped me change my nightlight. I did the wiring, but he helped put the light up. His guy did. So if you need any bucket truck work, if you need any tree work, a stump ground up, dug up, if you got a basement you need dug, a foundation that you need dug, whatever you may need, Jerry Santoro owns Jerry's Lawn Care. He does lawn care, landscaping, he does pavers, he does irrigation systems, winterizing irrigation systems, whatever you may need, he can help you out, okay? So it is Jerry's Lawn Care. Estimates are free. Good guy, been in business over 10 years, good family man, local man. He will help you with whatever you need done. If you don't even know if he does it, then just do yourself a favor and call him. His phone number is 302-363-6025, jlc-llc.com on the web. And like I say, he also sells firewood. He also sells mulch. He gives you free advice, and he knows what he's doing. So, and the bucket truck's his newest addition to his fleet. So anyway, it's Jerry's Lawn Care. Give him a call. He will help you out and tell you what's what. Katie's going to set the timer, I hope. And Katie really loves helping everybody be engaged in conversation here. She does a great job. Rich Collins, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim.
Good. Thanks for coming. And
Thrilled to do it.
You are running for representative again Is it called re-election?
This would be hopefully re-election.
Hopefully re-election. Well, let's plan on it, okay?
Okay.
All right, and this is November 6th. Everybody gets to vote for you again.
Tuesday.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit about who Rich Collins is. Where are you from? What have you been doing? And tell us about you.
Well, I grew up in Seaford. My dad, I can't say I was born in Delaware because my dad was in World War II and on the GI Bill. Went to college. First person in my family that went to college.
Wonderful.
In Tennessee. Met my mother there. I was born. They moved back right away. So I grew up in Seaford and have lived in Sussex County almost all my life.
Now, your father was from Seaford?
Yes, he was.
And he went to Tennessee to go to college or to be in the military?
On the GI Bill after the war. See,
Really?
after the war, that was a monumental change in the country. All those soldiers, millions and millions of them, were given all the opportunity to do things that never existed before.
Wow.
So, oh yeah, that was
that was huge,
GI
wasn't
Bill.
it? Wow. So he started a tradition of people going to college in your family.
Absolutely, and I did the same. And it's kind of funny when I did it because I graduated in 1971, and you may remember that was in the midst of a pretty strong recession. And frankly, a lot of the folks that I went to school with at the University of Delaware didn't get jobs. But I said, I'm going to get a job. And I
determined
actually
it.
was in music education, and I went over to Denton, Maryland for 2 years. Took a job I could get, which there weren't that many. And then I was able to get into Delaware. Taught school for 6 years in Delaware.
Did you really?
Yep. That was a long time ago. I met you, by the way, back in that era. You probably don't know that. I used to be a customer of Maypop.
Really? Do you remember Maypop?
I met you at Maypop right after you bought it.
Really?
Maypop tires.
I started there when I was 9 years old and bought it when I was 16.
Well, I don't know. I know you were young. I didn't know you were that young, but I'm pretty sure I met you right after you bought it.
Oh, you might have, but I remember working there, and I have a lot of fond memories.
I like Maypop, but But anyway, then I just had the opportunity to get into insurance. And, back in 1979, and frankly, that changed my life. Gave me the opportunity to develop a lot of independence. Really, it was my own deal. If I didn't make it, I wasn't going to make it. It was either me or the highway, and I worked hard at it and did that for 38 years. And then in the meantime,
Where were you in the insurance industry?
Well, right now, the office I just sold a year and a half ago. Is called Access Insurance. My wife still works there. It's right there on 113 south of Millsboro. It's actually a Dagboro address.
Okay. How long you been married?
38 years.
What an accomplishment.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm surprised. But
wow.
I love my wife.
She hung in
loves
there
me.
well.
And I'll tell you what, it's because she's a wonderful woman.
Is she from around here?
No, she came from the Pittsburgh area.
Did she really?
Ago.
Wow. How'd you meet?
Just after school functions, if I remember right.
No kidding.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
38 years. You got kids?
We do. We have 3 children, 5 grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
And unfortunately, they're spread around, how in the modern world. I read once that the average person in America, until before World War II, this is how much things changed, lived and died within 25 miles of home. Now, we have 2 children and their families that live in North Carolina. For a while, one lived in New York City.
Okay.
But we do have one of our grandchildren, or children, and with her grandchildren and husband, they live in Dagboro, just 3 or 4 miles away. So
that one.
We really enjoy that.
Right.
It's really. And
good.
My wife does a lot of babysitting.
Well, that's nice. So does mine. So, right. Wow. Well, anyway, so how did you get into politics the first time around here?
Well, it was a process, just a years-long process.
Okay.
That had to do. I started questioning the conventional wisdom. I never will forget standing in school as a teacher, reading an editorial in the Wilmington paper. It might have even been a different name back then. And they were complaining about how much money the oil company had made. I don't know, remember, it was during the oil crisis.
Right.
And the writer said, but look, here's how much profit the oil company made. Here's how much profit Gannett made, meaning the company that owned the newspaper.
Okay.
And it was like 5 times more. And I just developed this cynicism. I started questioning, not that was the one thing, but that's just an example. I started questioning the conventional wisdom, and every time I did, I started to realize that what we were being fed was not necessarily reality.
Okay.
And that so many times we made our decisions, meaning citizens, and especially with what government tells us, based on what they want us to think rather than what the real facts are.
Okay.
And I truly believe, Jim, that right now this great dissension in the country has come about because people that understand this, which is now many, many, many,
right,
they know they're not being told the truth about just practically everything there is to tell.
Right.
And so I went into, I ran a group called the Positive Growth Alliance for years that was basically based on that whole premise that let's try and get the real facts out on economic growth, the benefits of your business, for example, any business, that there's a lot more to it than just what you see on the surface.
Right.
And then that led to, at some point, deciding maybe I could do more by being in the General Assembly. And so we started running in 2012. I actually got in there in 2014. And
here you are.
I'm trying to continue doing exactly what I did. Tell the truth, whether it's what everyone wants to hear or not.
Right, but at least tell the truth.
I'm trying to get the real story out there.
Right.
And how we can make things better for ourselves, get the country and our state back on a path that leads to more prosperity, more opportunity.
And better decisions.
Happier lives.
Right.
More personal satisfaction. And yes, better decisions on a zillion different things.
Right. All right. Well, how does somebody get a hold of Rich Collins?
Well, I started
Facebook
way back, putting my cell phone number out. It is 381-1610.
302-381-1660?
1610.
Wow, 1610. 1610. 302.
381-1610.
All right.
Now, I also have email, and that's a great way because then it's all in writing.
Right.
And that is, again, I don't have to be there to answer the phone every moment.
True.
That's r.collins.
r.collins.
state.de.us.
r.collins at state.de.us.
And by the way, if you put the normal state address for a legislator is your first and last name separated by a period. If you do that, in my case, all your email goes to a state cop. So because he was there first.
Oh,
That's why I'm r.collins at state.de.us.
Well, I'm going to thank you for coming on.
Thrilled to do it.
Anything else in closing?
Well, I think this is a midterm election. I don't know how many people understand this, but the total number of voters will probably be about a third less than who votes in a presidential year.
Okay.
And that is why you can get huge surprises. You can have a candidate like myself or the other side, I'll call it the other side, who thinks they're going to do really good or really poorly, but if the right voters don't actually take it upon themselves to go to the polls, the outcome can be completely different. So I believe this country and our state is at a tipping point. And I would urge all of us in Sussex County, where I think we have developed a tradition of sensible political thought and action, I would urge everyone in this county to understand that this is every bit as important as a presidential year.
Yeah.
And make sure you get out and vote.
All right. Mark your calendar, put it on your smartphone, do something. I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
That sounds great.
Everything been all right?
All right. I enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh, we got to get a good picture of us. Let's shake hands again if we could. Thank you, Rich. All right. There he goes, everybody. Rich Collins, good man. Look him up. He cares, and he wants to make a difference and continue to working for us. Now, listen to me. I want to talk real quick about first-class heating and air because I love dealing with these people, and it's gotten cold, and if your heater's not working just right, hey, give them a call. They got plenty of trained technicians. They're licensed. They're insured. They have lettered vehicles. The guys know what they're doing, and they'll get you done, okay? And they work on all brands of systems. So if you're thinking about a new system, if you got one that's not working just right, or if you need some help, they can help you out. They also do home performance. They also do plumbing. Been around over 40 years now. We're talking first-class heating and air. What a great local business. Like them on Facebook if you would. Look them up on the web at firstclasshvac.com. You can call them on the phone. You can call them 24/7 if you want. It's 302-934-8900. 302-934-8900. Firstclasshvac.com on the web. Also look them up on the Facebook, and they're still running that oh my gosh, this is just till October 31st. 0% interest for 72 months on a new heating and air conditioning system. Do not delay. Give them a call. Let them give you an estimate. Get a new system. Don't pay a penny in interest, and spread that out over 6 years. Plus, your energy bills are going to be less expensive. It's firstclasshvac.com. All right. Weller's is open. We want to take good care of you. There's a big car show going on today, the 20th, right downtown. No, it's not downtown Georgetown. It's at the Marvel Museum. It's too big for downtown Georgetown. It's at the Marvel Museum, and it started now. Cornhole tournament, craft fair, swap meet, food vendors, car, truck, motorcycle, tractor show. It's the 6th annual, and Harry Gant's going to be making a guest appearance. So check it out now, okay? Then the only other thing I wanted to tell you was at 8:30, we're going to take a break from the radio, all right? And I do see Dr. T and Nell are here, and we're just going to give an update on what's up in the life and times of Nell is what we're going to do. But I want to let you know that at 8:30 we take a break from the radio, and if you want, you can still watch the show by going to Jim Weller's Facebook page, and if you're communicating with us on Facebook, it's Katie you're talking to on the Jim Weller page. But listen, you can keep right on watching the show there till 10 o'clock this morning or on My Cozy TV. But we're here with you. We're live. We're in Smith's Cafe. It's a busy morning, but there's plenty of booths. Kids eat free till noon on Saturday, so keep that in mind. They have daily lunch and dinner and breakfast specials here at Smith's Cafe, and we're actually inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store, which is like a mega 30-some thousand square foot thrift store with all kinds of nice bargains and things like that. So we're going to be here. We're going to be live with you until 10 o'clock this morning, okay? But at 8:30, we take a break from the radio. Then at 9 o'clock, we sign off of the radio. So we naturally want you to keep right on with us. I see Rick Fowler's arrived, and many other people are going to be on. We're taking a break from the radio now, so we're going to continue on with you, right here in Smith's Cafe in Seaford, Delaware, okay? In Seaford, Delaware. So, with all that said, I want to talk about Walls Service Center. Katie is doing a good job here. She's very busy. There's no question about it. But I just want to let you know that Walls Service Center is a great place to get your automobile worked on, okay? There's no question about it. So if you need your automobile repaired, whether it's something as simple as an oil change, okay? Now, you got to get your oil changed every now and then. Where are you going to get it done? Okay, where you get it done, do they give you one of these? This is a list of things that on top of getting an oil change, you get this list absolutely free every time you get an oil change at Walls Service Center. Now you say, well, what's that cost me? Doesn't cost you anything. Their oil changes are right in line with everybody else's oil changes, but it's called a multi-point inspection report card as recommended by the manufacturer. What a name, okay? And it is a thing where they check things like your belts and your hoses. They check the cabin air filter. They check the engine air filter, the engine coolant, your fuel filter. They change the oil in your oil filter, of course, that goes with it. But they look everything over, okay? If you want your tires rotated when you're getting your oil change, that is something they can do for you also. But on this list of things they do, they even check the depth of the tread in your tires, just so you know what kind of shape they're in. They don't even sell tires. So they're not trying to sell anything. They're not trying to push anything. They're just basically saying, when's the last time you had your brakes checked? How much brake pad you got left? They tell you that. When's the last time you had your battery tested? They tell you that. So I'm just letting you know that Walls Service Center is a locally owned, locally operated business that's been around for like 60 years, okay? And they do a really nice job of taking care of their customers. Now, they're not perfect. They're not flawless. We're not insinuating that. They are human. So Colin is the third generation to be running this place. And I just want to let you know that they will take good care of you. So again, whether it's something simple, whether it's something complicated, Walls Service Center is a great place, okay? Give them a call. They are closed today. They're only closed one Saturday a month. Today is that day, but it's 422-8110 if you want to call them Monday, or if you have a breakdown over the weekend, just get your vehicle dropped off, and you can like their Facebook page if you would. It's wallservicecenter.com. All right, so anyway, that's that. Now we are here. I see Dr. T and Nell have arrived. They're going to come on in just a little bit. We got to get back on the radio. We did just have a nice talk with Rich Collins. So you've seen a lot of nice political candidates here. If you are ever wanting to be on my show, whether you want to advertise or whether you just want to buy some time or whatever you want to do, we are open. We are open-minded. So we do stay scheduled pretty good. So we usually stay a month or two scheduled out, but I'm not saying we can't make room for you, maybe, but that's a maybe. So we just take it hour by hour, day by day, week by week. But if you have an interest of ever being on the show, let me know. Our next guest is going to be Dr. T and Nell. And then after that, we have got Keith Ruark coming in from Integrity Pest Solutions. And then after that, we've got our friend Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, good guy. And I believe he's open today, but he actually is here joining us. And I just want to let you know that. So we are here, and we are at Smith's Cafe in Seaford, Delaware. And I just want to let you know that if you need any of what we got going on at Weller's, Weller's is open. Weller's is open in Bridgeville. We opened at 8. We're open from 8 to 1 on Saturdays. And we'll do a good job for you there, whether you need a shed or a carport or a swing set or a gazebo or a dog kennel or a kayak or I don't know if I said chicken coop or not, but we sold a chicken coop recently to a gentleman who's very happy with it, and his chickens seem to be very happy with it. So it's very important that if we sell you a chicken coop, that your chickens that coop in it are also very happy, okay? So keep that in mind. And I said chickens that coop in it. I didn't say anything else, all right? So it is Wellers.com on the web. And we use the World Wide Web now. We used to use the local web, just the Bridgeville web. Now we use the World Wide Web, okay? So it's Wellers.com. Like us on Facebook if you would. There's no charge for that, and there's no limit to it. So we'd love for you to like us on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook right now, if you could hit the share button, we would also appreciate that, all right? Because we do have a lot of people that watch this show on Facebook. We're also on TV, and we don't know what the future of TV holds for us, okay? So we take it kind of week by week, but we're asking as many people that can go to Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook and like it, click on notifications. That way you won't ever miss anything, and feel free to friend request me if you want to. I probably do about 100 Facebook posts a week myself, just in my spare time. The only one that does more than me, I think, is Dr. T, but I'm not sure. But I'm just letting you know that we like Facebook. So we're here at Smith's Cafe. We are live with you on TV till 10 o'clock. We are live on Facebook till 10 o'clock. We're going to join the radio audience again in just a minute or two. We're on radio till 9 o'clock, and we're here in the restaurant. So if you want to come down and have breakfast and watch the show, you're welcome to do that, okay? So what is the next thing that I want to talk about? We're not on the radio yet. Is that correct? All right, I'm just double checking. I don't want to miss anything. We got our calendars in at Weller's in Bridgeville. In fact, Katie's here at the restaurant giving them out to people. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that if you want a calendar, they're not 2018s. We're actually giving out 2019 calendars. Brand new. They're hot off the press. So if you'd like one of them, we've got them available for you at Weller's in Bridgeville. And I keep talking about this corner in Lincoln. It's a corner piece of property that I would like to rent or sell. So Wawa, Rural Farms, Walmart, if you want to come to Lincoln, it's okay with me. So anyway, just letting you know. But I'd like to rent it. If not, I'm looking for somebody that could sell and do the paperwork and run the whole store for me by themselves. So anyway, check me out if you have any interest in that corner in Lincoln, okay? Now we are back on the radio, so I want to say to my radio audience, good morning, and I want to remind you that Mid-South Audio is another good sponsor of our show. They supply us with all kinds of things from audio, video, lighting, and so on. The only thing that Kevin doesn't do for us is our makeup. In other words, he doesn't have a makeup artist yet. But anyway, he said it would take a makeup artist for me. But anyway, Mid-South Audio does a great job. If you need any of what they got, just go to midsoutaudio.com or call him on the phone at 856-6993. I think Kevin's actually on my show next week. Now, I am honored and privileged to have Dr. T, okay, and Nell. Nell was on 6 months, a year ago, maybe?
Yep.
Welcome back. How are you today?
Thank you so much. I'm great.
Good. I've got a list of questions. So you went back to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
And when was that? Father's Day weekend. Well, that was a good time to go and not go.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but there's probably a father on the other end that's very happy. You know what I mean?
That's true.
What did you miss after you went away from the USA? What did you miss besides this show?
Of course, I really missed American school and everything besides it. So like the school spirit, school sports, even some subjects, and of course friends and my host parents. Okay. So that's really different.
Was different. All right. And so did you go back to school in Germany?
Yep. After our summer break.
Okay. And what grade are you in?
I'm actually back in 10th grade because I just couldn't miss another grade there.
Okay. All right. And
now, I want to give you the caveat to that. When she came here from Germany, she was in the 9th grade.
Okay.
She then, when they tested her and looked at her, they put her in the 11th grade at Delmarva.
Here, okay.
Then she got all 4 quarters, I have to add this, straight A's.
Straight A's.
And then when she get back to Germany, because they have a different learning building process, she decided to go back. She could have been a senior here, but she went back to the 10th grade. So I think that's important to
That is
note.
important. That's admirable. That's admirable. Well, very good. And so I was glad to see you come back on the show.
Thank
you. You flew in, maybe last weekend, I think?
Yeah, on Saturday. I arrived on Saturday.
And so what are you doing now in the USA? What have you done for the past week?
I went to a party dinner, fundraiser.
Okay.
And to homecoming again.
Okay.
And I was back in school. I went shopping and
where do you go shopping? What's your favorite store?
Rehoboth.
The outlets.
The outlets.
The outlets. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So,
wow.
And I saw all my friends again, so that was fun.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just checking with that. And so, what other things about this country did you find interesting, or did you like?
I mean, it's just so different. The culture is different.
What's different about the culture? What? Are we nicer? Are we meaner? Are we taller?
I feel like you're more open to people and being nice for the first impression. Like nice in general.
Okay.
But like,
so we're nice before we even get to know you.
That's true, and that's what I really like. You're like I first came here and nobody really knew me.
That's true.
And I found so many friends and everybody welcomed me and took care of me, accepted me, and
wow.
So I really had fun.
What's the future hold for Nell?
My future plans?
Yeah.
First, since college is cheaper or even sometimes free in Germany, I'm planning on going to college or university in Germany, but I never never come back. So maybe for a semester abroad or.
Okay. Yeah. And what field do you want to pursue? Like, what do you want to do after college?
Marketing management or communication technology.
Oh, that's great. Both of them are real good. Marketing or communication. They go hand in hand.
That's true.
In other words, because all marketing is communicating.
But I prefer an international business. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, what would you want to market?
Depends on where it plays.
But like product or food, medicine, anything, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter until now.
Okay. I'm pushing you. In other words, you just want to get through high school.
Kind of.
Kind of. Are you driving?
No, we can't drive yet.
Okay.
I mean, Well,
when
I drove
can you drive?
Here,
Okay.
With 17. Or 17 with your parents next to you and 18 alone.
Okay.
So.
Are you excited to drive or nervous?
I'm really excited to.
Oh, you're
because,
excited.
I was driving a few times here over here.
Okay.
And I really had fun with that. So.
And what's the speed limit here compared to in Germany?
It's about the same, but
About the same?
we have. It's called Autobahn, so your highways kind of, where we even have some parts of it where you have unlimited like speed.
Yeah.
Have you ever drove at an unlimited speed?
No, I can't drive yet in Germany.
Okay,
so
okay.
that's the thing.
Wow, you can go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Talking to that microphone.
Yes,
now.
on the Autobahn.
Really?
Yeah,
Have you been
can.
there?
I was in England for a while and talked about the Autobahn many times. So I
Really?
Yes.
How fast did Dr. T go on the Autobahn?
Well, I didn't get on the Autobahn, but I would have gone 100 if I was on it. Yeah, easily.
Easily.
Yes.
Oh, all right. We have a heckler in the crowd. All right.
Enthusiastic
So,
person.
what was it like transitioning back from school in the USA to school in Germany? I mean,
My transition back to Germany in general was not really hard.
Okay.
I didn't really have time to be not adjusted. School
Okay.
really started fast and really took my time. But the transition to school was kind of difficult. It didn't take me long to recognize or realize that I really miss American school and like
What do
how
you
to
miss?
handle it. Just like the school spirit, the school events, school sports, subjects.
the camaraderie.
Yes, and I mean
The
I got
team
blessed
spirit.
Yeah, right. I got blessed to stayed in Delmar, so like Delmar High School. It's like I heard one of the greatest school here in this area.
Okay. Yeah, it is the greatest school. Did you go to school there, Dr.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
So my daughter has to go there.
Right.
Right.
Oh, they're going to name it after him.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. So what do you would you come back and stay here again if you could?
Definitely. I would never.
Definitely? You don't even wanna think
I
about
wouldn't
it?
even think about it. Yeah.
All right.
If I would have like some conditions would be the same, like
Okay.
getting placed in such a great host family or
Well, there's
being in
only one
Delmar.
Dr. T and
Right.
Allison, okay?
Yeah, I would definitely do it again.
Would you really? Okay, well good. How long are you here for?
I'm leaving on Tuesday. Actually.
Tuesday.
So like 10 days.
Okay. How long is the flight?
About 9 hours.
9 hours.
But my flight got canceled on the way.
Yeah, I heard
here,
that.
So,
Awful.
A little bit longer.
Okay. All right. And what's the weather like in Germany right
It's
now?
actually warmer there.
Is it really?
Right now.
Okay.
But it's about the same in
Okay.
general.
Now, can I ask you a crazy question?
Sure.
What do Germans think of President Trump?
I feel like the opinions like get separated in
Okay.
this topic. But
So they don't all love him and they don't all hate him.
well, more hate him than love him.
Do
I
they
would
really?
say, yeah,
Okay.
because just we get this one opinion from our news, and we.
Okay.
I mean, nobody really experienced it, so like
Okay.
getting both opinions, they just get this one point of view, and I feel like more people judge him from this point of view,
Okay.
and don't really.
right.
What I find is that, as Nellie and I have spoken about this a lot, that there's a lot of CNN type news, and so it gets very slanted. Nellie, one of the things Alice and I both loved about her was that she was very open to sit down and listen to what we had to say, and became, because I'm certainly a big Trump, Arlette, those guys, go
Right.
Arlette, win the thing, but she was very open to listen, and I said, your job is to weigh both sides and
Sure.
then make your decision.
Right.
And she's done that, and she's been way more. You know, we took her to the White House and tried to help understand what Trump's
Okay,
trying to do,
okay,
and
that's good, yeah.
and she really understands the conservative way now far better, I think, than she did when she got here.
And wanting to be in communications, it's important that she does want to weigh things
Yes.
out. There was a gentleman on just a few minutes ago named Rich Collins who
Yes.
said that, you know, one of the reasons he wanted to get involved is because people, us as public, whatever view we get, it's already been decided by somebody what
That's right.
view they want to deliver us.
Right.
You know, editors and producers, you know,
That's true.
they say this is the angle we want to go from, or because I don't know if either one of you ever been interviewed. I have, where I could be interviewed for 5 minutes and they play 90 seconds.
Yes,
Of
and,
it.
and the wrong 90 seconds.
Right, the
sometimes.
wrong 90 seconds. You know, in other
Yes.
words, you could holler, the building's on fire, and that might mean that somebody's building's on fire, or they might be purposely burning it down.
That's right.
In other words, without the rest of the words, you don't get the rest of the story. But
Well, I told Nellie that one of the things that I wanted her to take back is that I am a Trump person. So that means, are they going to not like me when they first meet me? Just give me a chance to tell you my side. That's all I've asked.
Right.
And then if it's not for you, things like weapons too in the United States. You know, Nellie was very anti-guns.
Okay.
Because that's her culture. But I talked to her about our Second Amendment. I talked to her about safety, and that it's not for just going out randomly shooting people or things. And so from there, she went out and shot my BB gun, my 22, my 38, my Glock, and my shotgun, and loved it.
Okay. Wow. Well, you know, I think a lot
target
of things,
shooting.
Without information, we can't be informed.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And information is technically power. And then the lack of information makes us weaker. So I think it's important. But more important is the ability to be able to decipher and figure out, you know, what's worth listening to, what's truth, what's not truth, and having the ability to go seek truth for yourself. So, all right, anything else you want to say or add? Is your family watching or?
Yeah, they're watching.
Okay, or they can always watch later anyway, so. All right, I don't have anything else. Anything else we need to hit?
Tell your mom and dad hi from America.
Hello.
All right, what's your mom's name?
Tanya.
Tanya? Mm-hmm. Hi, Tanya. All right, what's your dad's
Mom.
name?
Matthias.
Uh-oh. Martiaz?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right.
Yeah.
All right. Brothers, sisters?
Hannes.
Hannes?
And a lot of step siblings.
Oh, really? Okay. Hi, everybody.
All
you
the
have
family.
a wonderful daughter,
Awesome daughter.
sister, cousin, aunt, whatever she is. This is a wonderful young lady. You've done a good job, and we, as Americans, are honored to have her visit us.
Great job, Mom and
was that?
Dad over there.
All right.
Great job.
I'm going to give you one of my cards to take with you. There you go.
you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Nell. Thanks
you
for
so
coming
much.
back on,
Thank
okay?
you to see
I
you.
appreciate it. T,
Thanks,
you.
Jim. Have a
I'll
great
see you
day, brother.
sometime.
Yes, sir.
There they go, everybody. I just wanted to have them on. Dr. T and his wife, Allison. We're a host family for a year with her. Yep, there you go. And she wants to make sure I don't ask anybody else those same questions. All right. So anyway, that was good. That was really good. It was nice to have her back. I do want to mention one more of my supporters. I mentioned him at the beginning of the show, and this is just a good guy. And again, as you watch this show and hear about all my different advertisers and sponsors and things like that, realize I deal with them. These are my friends. This is our community, and I try to help you, my viewer or listener, know who you might want to or might want to not consider dealing with. Me as a customer, I'm kind of difficult. I like things right, precise, accurate, neat, clean, and so on. So when you hear me talk about these different businesses that are on my show, they're people I know. You're going to get to see Keith Ruark in a little bit, Integrity Pest Solutions. I deal with him. I like him. I'm very happy with him. You're going to hear from Rick Fowler, another guy that I've dealt with for years now, and I've just been very pleased. And, you know, to do business with somebody for years and years and to stay pleased doesn't mean that we've never had something that went a little less than perfect. It just means we know how to work through it. And that's important too. Communication, relationships, that's what it's all about, okay? So Josh McNeil is another person that has been doing some blacktop and sealing of blacktop for me and striping and so on. I've just been really happy with him. He gives me a price. His prices are fine. He says when he's going to do it, he does it. He's done when he's done. He cleans up, and it's really good. So Josh McNeil's a good guy, good company. It's called McNeil's Paving, and I just want to let you know that he is the second generation, and the third generation are his kids, and they're there working with him. And they've been in business now over 60 years, and they're locally owned and operated. So if you need some blacktop work done, maybe you got a driveway and you want to get a new driveway, got one that needs doing, they also do tar and chip. They fix cracks or potholes or problems if you have them. They do residential and commercial. They do Kent and Sussex County, Delaware and Maryland. I'm sorry, Kent and Sussex counties in Delaware, parts of Maryland, and parts of Virginia. All right? Their estimates are free. So if you have questions, you want something looked at, no big deal. You just give him a call at 945-7131, 945-7131. And it's McNeil's Paving. His name is Josh McNeil, and he will take good care of you. Now, you're watching my show. My show is called Weller Does Delmarva. I mentioned we don't know what the future holds for the TV. And what I mean by that is we're on My Cozy TV, and it's been bought by WBOC. And we just don't know exactly what the future holds, whether we're going to stay on TV or not stay on TV. But we do want you to know that we're always going to be on Delaware 105.9, and we're always going to be on my Facebook page. So that's Jim Weller. Weller does Delmarva. And we're on 5 different pages. We're on WRDE's Facebook page. We're on Smith's Cafe's Facebook page and Weller's Utility Trailers. And we want you to know that if you own a business and you're looking to make your Facebook page more active, you want more viewers, you want more people to look at your Facebook page, you want more people to share your Facebook page, I, for a very small fee, would be willing to broadcast this show on your Facebook page. So if you have an interest in that, it would only be like maybe $50 a month, but you will get more people looking at your Facebook page. And then what you could do if you want during the show, like right now, you could talk back and forth to the people watching it on your Facebook page. So I just thought I would mention that to you. Facebook seems to be a big thing, and we seem to like it. We got our new calendars in. I mentioned that already. We're giving away our Weller's discount cards. If you want one, there's a few left. And other than that, I just want to take a couple phone calls, if that's okay. I'm going to do that maybe just in a minute or two. So if you want to be the last call for the radio side of the show, call me now, 302-422-7336. Those listening on the radio, it's 302-422-7336. Just give a call and say good morning. And if you're listening on the radio and you don't want to miss the last hour of the show, you've got a couple choices. One, you can go to My Cozy TV, Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, or you can look on Jim Weller's Facebook page. You don't even have to be my friend. Just look there, and you can watch the show there, okay? Because we're going to be with you till 10 o'clock this morning. But if you'd like to call and just simply say good morning, tell us where you're watching from or listening from, we would like to get one phone call before we go off of the radio, okay? If it helps, I'd offer to give you a $100 bill if you get through, but I don't want to give away any money just yet, okay? So I don't want to pay you to call me, but I could offer to do that, all right? Katie, did you just say to me you want to talk, or when they call, they're going to talk? All right, here she comes. I had no idea that she wanted to talk. Normally, she gets very rattled and upset when I ask her to be on, but this is Katie Leister. This is one of the Leister's favorite children, okay? I'm not going to say most favorite or least favorite.
That's definitely.
Okay, but anyway, Katie, good morning.
Good morning.
What have you got to say to the world?
My head is full right now.
Oh my gosh, she just got a proposal.
We've had a busy morning.
Did somebody just propose to you?
No.
Oh, I was just messing with you.
That'd be something else. But
okay,
we have.
All right, go ahead.
What a cool morning.
Oh, have we had the variety of over producers here?
I'm telling you.
And did you notice all these people, like, do 2 and 3 jobs?
I love it.
I love it. There's a lot of people out there that just want to do their 40 hours and that's it.
Yeah, and I know.
No, we've had a show full of people that want to just
in fact,
do and
I was
do.
Getting in trouble because I was so engrossed in my
I have got to
conversation.
remind Katie she's on the clock.
Yes, I am.
This
Not
is
just
actually
for chat
a
time.
job, right? So, and she gets
wasn't
over
just
there
chat
and
time.
she's like talking away, but she has a good time. So
yeah, it was just a lot. It
Rich
was overload.
Collins, wealth of information.
Yeah, he's in my district.
Rob Arlett's energy. Mm-hmm. You know, wouldn't it be unreal to have him as a state? Mm-hmm. It's not a state, a U.S.
Doug Hudson.
Oh, we have a phone call.
Oh.
Caller, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you watching or listening?
I'm always watching your show.
Well, good. And where are you calling from?
I'm down here in Lewis, Delaware.
Okay. And how are we coming in there this morning?
You're coming in great.
Well, good. And you're a regular viewer?
Yes. I've been watching your show, I guess, for the last 5 years.
Isn't that wonderful? Will you come over sometime and let us buy you breakfast? It's a maybe.
Actually, been doing yard sales, but my yard sales haven't been so great because it's been raining every weekend.
It has been raining, hasn't it?
So, but I'm interested in one of your carports that you have.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I pick up the guidebook, and I saw that you sell them there. So.
Yes, we do. Now, I know nothing. Okay, but when you call or come in, we have lots of them on display. Or when you call, they'll give you the different heights and lengths and whether you want to enclose the front or the back or leave it. There's so many choices, it's unbelievable.
Okay, and Do they install them also? Or?
Yep. Your ground needs to be level is the only catch, but they will bring it right to your property and put it up for you. It's amazing. They build it right there on the scene.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yep, and usually takes, I'm thinking, 4 to 6 weeks. It's hard to say, but the sooner the better, because I know the first of the year there's going to be a price increase. So the sooner you could at least get it ordered, the better is my only suggestion.
Okay.
But either way, we'll take good care of you, and we sell a lot of them every year. So.
Okay.
All right, and
go ahead.
Anything else? Do you want to guess? I don't know what she could guess.
No, I was just wondering how many weeks it would take to be ordered.
Yeah, I'm thinking 4 to 6, but I think it depends on season and weather. Like, like if you were to order one and we get a lot of bad weather, then that pushes all of them behind. So I always tell people stay ahead of it, as much as you can. As you can, because ordering it, they build it in a factory, and then everything from that point on is all dependent on people and weather. So,
all right, maybe I should get into your place next week then.
It would be nice. Yep, and they'll take good care of you.
Okay.
Well, have a good weekend. Okay.
All right, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Am I the last caller or no?
Well, for the radio side, I'll take more calls after 9. I was just looking for a last phone call for the radio. Yeah, you will be the last one for the up till 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Yep. All right, we only got a couple minutes left.
I know. I do have something positive to say.
Oh, here we go.
About Mr. Rick Fowler.
Rick Fowler,
who
okay.
Did me a solid.
Oh, okay.
A lot of parents have this whole back and forth about whether to get your kids a phone, whether or not they should have a phone.
Right.
So Violet received my old phone, and I got a new phone.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
From Rick Fowler?
Well, that's part of the story here.
Okay.
So Violet had a phone.
Like a minute.
Yeah, didn't have it very long. Needless to say, she might have gotten it wet. I don't know the whole story.
Are you sure you didn't do it?
Well, we weren't sure at first, but now now that more research has been done, we're sure. So anyway.
So first, Violet almost got the blame for getting the phone wet.
Then I took the blame, then found out that it really was Violet. So
my God.
unfortunately.
Well, just keep owning it. The poor girl can't go through too many blames.
Well, it cost her mother a little money, but anyway, Rick took a look at it, tried to fix it. That was the first option, and then let me buy another phone, brand new, very reasonably. Yes. So
Rick's
she
a
is
good guy to deal with.
Yes, absolutely. So and it was very convenient. He did it like all in one day, and so now Violet has a new phone.
There you go.
Yes.
Violet has got a brand new phone.
I know.
All right.
She's very lucky, but she now has to be very, very, very careful.
And she's learning responsibility.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
At her mother's expense.
At her mother's expense.
As all parents, as all children do.
Lesson learned, though. But it was very quick. I called Rick. He took care of it immediately, so it was awesome.
Wow. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And he spoke a language you can understand.
Well, I don't have an issue with that either way.
Okay.
But it was he was very convenient and very helpful.
All right.
Took care of it the day of.
Isn't that nice?
It is. Wonderful.
Okay.
Very convenient.
But you expected no less.
Well, that's right. I mean, he's helped me out in the past before, but this was a real solid. Got done right then and there, and she had the new phone in her hand.
I like it.
So it was wonderful.
All right. So are you happy?
Very.
All right. I got to finish my radio
you
side.
do that.
Okay. That was Katie. She's happy. No nonsense office machines. Okay. So with that said, we're happy with you, our audience. We thank you very much. We thank Delaware 105.9. We thank you for listening in. And I just want to say that we're going to continue on for another hour. So we need all of our radio audience. If you'd like to hear from Keith Ruark and Rick Fowler and Jim Weller, and probably going to do some giveaways and have some fun, I need you to go to my Facebook page or My Cozy TV, which is Comcast 204, Mediacom 99. Now, it's Billy back at the studio helping us out today. So, Billy, thank you very much. You've done a great job. And we're going to say have a good weekend to our Delaware 105.9 audience. And we're going to say hello to our My Cozy TV and Facebook audience. So if you're watching on Facebook, we need you to hit the share button if you would. Just gently hit the share button, okay? And we're going to continue on. So Katie's going to set the timer this time, I hope, for Walls Service Center's commercial. My gosh. So, and you may not realize it, folks. When she misses her cue, it mentally affects me, and it takes me weeks of therapy to deal with it. So I'm just saying, we're here, we're having a good time, and we are inside Smith's Cafe, and we are going to brag and talk about our friends at Walls Service Center. What a great place to get your automobile worked on. And think about it, you know, I never thought about this, you know, but we probably could take phone calls from people that are very happy with Walls Service Center, okay? Walls Service Center has been around 60 years. Think about this, folks. You've seen many businesses come and go and start and stop and, you know, and everything in between. But here's Walls Service Center, downtown Milford. Colin's grandfather started it years ago, and then his dad took it over, and now Colin's run it. And this is a business that has been through depressions, recessions, many different things, and survived. Employs people, does great service for their customers, supports many things in the community, and it's just a great place to get your automobile worked on. So you say, what's the big deal? There's plenty of places. That's what I'm saying. It is a big deal, okay? They've been around a long time. They know what they're doing. When it comes to parts, in other words, when you go to get an oil filter, there's probably 20 different choices of oil filters to use. At Walls Service Center, by experience, they've learned what things are worth using and what things aren't worth using, okay? So they know what parts are worth buying, what parts are worth using. They deal with companies, like one of the companies that Colin buys his parts from, I think he's probably one of their oldest customers. And that's a business that's been around many, many, many years. So look, if you need something as simple as a brand new serpentine belt, or your brakes aren't working right, and Colin's told me he's had a run of people that their brake lines have rusted, you know, and it's just funny. He says, we'll get one or two vehicles in, and all of a sudden we just get a whole bunch of vehicles with the same problem. So if your brake lines are rusted, all right, if your brakes aren't working right, if you think your brake pads or shoes are worn down, they can fix that. If you need new rotors, they can help you with that. Oil changes are no problem. They do them all the time, okay? Also, if you're going through inspection and you want to make sure your wipers and your lights and everything's working there. And so just many different things. I've had just a little bit of everything worked on my vehicles. I have pickups worked on, SUVs, and my wife's car. I love taking my wife's car there because when they're done with it, they've checked everything over. That's what I like. I can go for something as simple as an oil change, something that simple. But then they do this checklist. And that way I know that all these different things have been looked at. And I love it and I like it. So I'm just kind of letting you know, if you need a good place to get your automobile worked on, somewhere that's very conveniently located right downtown Milford, it's Walls Service Center. There's one and only one, Walls Service Center. They are closed today, normally open on Saturday, but one Saturday a month they're closed, and that's today. And I'm just letting you know that you can drop your vehicle off over the weekend, slide your keys through the slot if you need to, and if you're having it towed, you can have it dropped off. But it's just a great place to deal, and conveniently located, plenty of things to do in the neighborhood if you want to wait while your vehicle's being worked on, and you can give them a call on Monday or drop your car off whenever it suits you, okay? Walls Service Center. Like them on Facebook, and then you got them on the web, wallservicecenter.com. You can literally go on their Facebook page, and I think it steers you to their website, and you can request an appointment right there. You could say, hey, next Tuesday at 3 o'clock works for me, and you put it down, and Tracy will let you know if it doesn't work for them. If not, you're good. All right, I think that's all I've got to say at the moment about Walls Service Center. And I think that I'm going to start talking to Keith Ruark. So let's hit the applause button, everybody. All right, there it is. This is the official Integrity Pest Solutions applause button. All right. Keith Ruark, what in the world is up with you, young man?
Busy time.
I like your shirt.
Yep, thank you.
Pink looks good on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Makes him glow.
We got it for breast cancer month.
Breast cancer month.
That's
all
right.
You live in the Georgetown area?
Yes, we do.
Big car show today.
Yeah, I
over
know.
at the Marvel Museum.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. You might want to go there and check it out.
We're part of the Georgetown Chamber. So
are you really?
Yeah, we just had a meeting about that Thursday.
No kidding.
Yep.
All right. Now, you came out to the studio yesterday and tackled the stink bugs. Now, there wasn't that many. I felt bad even having you come out.
That's all right.
But
we'll get them before they get in.
Okay. All right. So how did everything look there?
Looked pretty good there. Just some minor upkeep, but other than that, not that bad.
Not that bad.
Nope.
So this time of year, people listening, and is there anything changes? Like I guess mice are
the
big, next thing,
yes.
right?
Yep. Soon as it gets warm, cooler, mice are looking for a place to nestle down in for the wintertime, just like us. We're moving everything in, and
when we turn our heater on, the mice seem to hear it.
Yep, they know it. They got a beacon knowing where the heat's at.
Right.
They go to it.
And so you deal with mice?
Yep, we do exclusion work actually, which is basically called, we go around the exterior of the house, and everything, and see where might be gaps and that kind of thing, and seal those areas up so that way nothing can get in.
Good
Not
idea.
just mice, but also if
like you do the sealing of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah, we seal
all right.
that stuff up.
So you might
everybody.
see a little crack here or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you know what you're looking for.
Right.
Okay.
And we're not contractors or builders.
Right. You're not going to patch walls or anything.
Yeah, we're not going to fix a whole side of a house or anything.
Right.
And then, we just give recommendations on other things that,
And you have me. I appreciate that.
Yep. And then, so if we can't handle it, we just say, hey, this needs to be
addressed.
If you have a maintenance person or somebody that that can fix all that stuff. So that way, we don't mess up something up that we don't do.
Right. If you need somebody to do it, I got a guy. Yep. I got a guy.
That's
so,
right.
All right. So anyway, so this is the time of year where mice gets a little bit active. Is that right?
That's correct. And also we call them overwintering pests. Your stink bugs.
Right.
And
who invented a bug that stinks? A stink bug.
Yeah. Yep. And they come from China. The overseas, basically, they come from Thailand.
How do you think they got here? How does a bug that little fly from China?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're known for our exports and everything and imports.
They might have come on a boat or a plane.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And they also bring them in too for other species. If there's an invasive other species, they bring things in to combat those too.
No kidding.
Yep, different other things.
They brought in the mosquito to combat the fly.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't working out very well.
No, not yet anyway. It's going to kick in any day.
Yeah. Yep, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right. All right. So anyway, mice. So I always tell people, they say, well, how much does he charge? How much does he charge? And I'm like, if anybody just quotes you a price over the phone, that's really not fair.
Nope. To both of you.
To both of us,
right. To the person that's giving you that information, they're giving you that price, and also you as well. Because, unless you go out there and see what's really going on,
right. They're going to pad it.
Yeah.
Right. You might get a price over the phone that's not even accurate.
Right.
So you truly will give a free estimate.
Yes. We come out and look at everything. Usually, generally speaking, about a half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on the size of the house, it takes us just to inspect everything, to look around.
And this is what Keith looks like, okay? He's not going to strong arm you. He's not going to push you.
Right.
He's not going to send somebody else like a high-pressured salesperson.
That's right.
Basically, Keith is going to come out and talk to you and look at what you've got going on and then sit down with you for a minute or so and say, listen, here's what you got.
Yep. And
I love your business, but even if I don't get your business, here's where you're at. Here's what you got.
That's right. And then I love it when I have customers that have questions. The more questions, the more information I can get from you.
Yep.
And vice versa. I can explain everything to you more thoroughly and everything. That's the key. Number one, informing the customer. That's the main thing, because they're just want their bugs gone, and you want to be able to. Explain.
You want
what
a bug-free life,
not just going out there and spraying stuff and hoping for the best.
Why do you leave that piece of paper every time? My wife was really impressed with that.
Well, that's actually kind of a mandatory thing, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't believe everybody does it.
Yeah,
okay? I know you do it, but
right. It's actually kind of because if something were to happen to anyone or anything, animals
like a
or
reaction.
Anything, that's correct. You have that paperwork you can take to your doctor or to the emergency room, and then they can look up that APA number.
I'm just being honest with you. I'm not used to it, and I've dealt with other companies.
Right. Some people will email them stuff like that. It kind of, but yeah, they're supposed to be leaving you some kind of information.
So, not to do a spoiler alert, but we're going to have you on our new Weller's discount card, I think.
Right.
But that'll be a month or so before that even comes out.
Yep.
You got any specials going on right now?
We do $60 off any maintenance program, yearly maintenance service. You get $60 off the initial.
Really?
And then $175 off of any termite treatment. That's pre-construction. So if you're building a new home and you want a termite treatment done, we can come out.
That is the best time to do it when you're building a new home.
Yep.
But if you already own a home, it's still a doable thing.
Yes.
You can help them.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not having termites and you kind of, want to, get an idea on a treatment, and that kind of thing, we can do treatments even if you don't have termites at this point.
Stay proactive.
Yes, that's correct. We have several of those coming up now. We've just got some new services started that the homeowners just bought a house, so they want to.
Are you going to set the timer?
Yeah.
She didn't set that timer.
I think it was.
No, I'm just giving her a hard time. She can't win. She can't win. All right, here we go. We're not going to hug or kiss or anything, all right? We're going to be 3 feet apart here, everybody. All right, so let me think this through. So it's the time of year that it just wouldn't hurt to give Keith a call and say, hey, Keith, would you come out and look at what I got?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we talking all of Sussex County?
It's Kent and Sussex County, yep.
Kent and Sussex County. And this is a free estimate.
Free estimate. Doesn't cost you anything for.
So you give a call.
Some time.
So we're looking at 302
858 8629.
858-8629. Now, I believe this would be a good opportunity for your wife to join you here today. I know she's been thinking about it and has decided to never join us over here. So, anyway, what else is up in your world? How's your family?
Great. We're doing great.
You have a daughter in school?
Yeah, she's in college, actually.
Oh, college.
Yep.
Oh, I had no idea Rick was that old. Keith, Rick's over here. Keith's over. All right. Anyway, she's in college.
Yeah, she's in college.
Wow. How's that taking? How you taking that? Has she
good,
moved away or anything?
No, that's the good part.
Okay. She's
home,
in Georgetown.
So whenever she moves, we'll be moving.
Okay.
We'll be going.
Yeah, that'll be a rough time.
Yes, it will.
So,
yeah. But yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming in. Probably next month or so, we got a lot of big announcements to make. And I'm chomping at the bit to say them, but I got to keep things.
You're not getting ready to have another child.
No. Business wise.
All right. Business wise. All right. I like to give them a hard time. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's everything. Just give us a call and
Integrity
like us on Facebook.
Pest Solutions. Yeah. Like them on Facebook, by golly. Integrity Pest Solutions. Keith Ruart, good guy, free estimates, 302-858-8629. Did she just tell you one more thing to mention?
No, I was just going to say about the we had last time when we were here about the drawing.
Oh yeah, who won that? Somebody won it.
Erica Hellman.
Oh really?
Yes. And
wow.
And that was great. We met her.
It was like a basket full of all kinds of stuff, like $50 or $100 worth of stuff.
$150.
$150. Wow, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that was your 1-year anniversary gift.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, what else you want to say? Anything?
No, that's it.
You are wiping your hands. This man is nervous up here.
I know. I'm sitting over there. I'm fine. I come over here and camera shot.
All right, and I've been very calm today, okay? All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's everything.
All right, well, then get out of here. I can tell Rick Fowler wants to talk.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you
all
very
right,
much.
take care, Keith. Have a good weekend, all right? See ya. We'll go ahead and talk to Rick now. His big debut. Or you want to wait till 9:30? He wants to talk to him. He doesn't even want to talk to me. So he wants to talk to Keith. All right, the heck with him. Katie, get back over here. We'll talk to Katie. Oh, here we go. All right. Now, I did want to remind people that big truck convoy starts at 10 o'clock today. All right, and don't forget that. Katie, I have some questions for you. It's got to do with air pressure. Okay, are you familiar with air pressure?
A little.
Okay, now I'm not talking about the hot air that you are normally familiar with.
I cannot imagine what that pressure would be like.
Do you think, here's a question, okay? In fact, we ought to take a phone call. We'll take a phone call on this. Are you up for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to ask a question, so don't answer it. Okay, we're going to ask a question, and at this time of year when the weather changes, is there a reason? There is a reason you should check the air pressure in your tires when the weather changes.
I agree.
Do you gain air pressure or lose air pressure this time of year? That's going to be the question for a caller. So we're going to let you call us. And if you are the first to get through, first of all, you got to get through. and answer that question correctly, we will give them what, a $10 gift card?
Sure.
And it can be either Smith's or Duck Inn, whichever one you want. Is that okay? Okay. So here's what we're saying, folks. Right now, as the seasons change, you should check and do something and make sure with your air pressure in your tires, whether it's your car, your bicycle, or whatever. What happens to air pressure in a tire when it gets cooler? Who knows that answer? Something happens to the air pressure in a tire, whether it's a trailer tire or a car tire or a bicycle tire, when the weather changes. Does anybody want to call and be the first one to tell us what happens with your air pressure?
So I like that question.
Do you really?
I do.
Have you ever heard of it?
I have.
You have, okay.
Yes.
Now,
in a pinch,
I
sometimes, if I need to put a little air in my tires, I go across the street to where BJ's is, and the air there, they have the PSI thing right on there, and it will not allow you to overdo it. It tells you what you're supposed to be at and stops.
There's no way it knows where you should be.
Well, I don't know, but it's convenient for me.
It gives you. I'm going to tell you what it does. It gives you a safe range, so you can't overinflate. But tire pressure,
which is okay for me in a pinch.
Well, and it's perfect. I think it's a one. Is it free?
It is.
That's a nice thing.
It is.
All right. Not that we're.
But if I'm in Milford, I go to Walls.
Walls Service Center. All right. Well, and I need to tell you something about that in a minute. Okay. All right. We have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And are you watching on Facebook or TV?
TV.
TV. And where are you from?
Bethany.
Bethany. What's it like down there this morning?
It looks like it's raining and drizzling.
Okay. All right. Now, what do you know what I'm talking about with when the weather changes, the temperature changes, air pressure in your tires? What should people do with it?
It goes down when it gets colder, and you probably need air when it gets colder.
Yeah. Now, that's exactly the point I was trying to make. In other words, that when the weather changes like it's changed.
Or a quick drop, right?
Right. Quick drop. Your tire pressure decreases.
Right.
And you need to stop and readjust it because if not, low air pressure in a tire makes a tire strain and build up heat and wear out prematurely.
Yes.
So
true. Very true.
We're going to give you a $10 gift card. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. And what is your name?
Chris.
All right. And Chris, which do you want? Do you want a Duck Inn car wash or a Smith's?
I've never been to Smith's, so I think maybe Smith's might be in order.
All right. Well, then at my store in Bridgeville, starting Monday, you don't need it today, do you?
No.
Okay.
No.
So we'll set one aside with Chris's name on it, $10 gift card to Smith's, and you pick it up in the next week or two at my store in Bridgeville. Is that okay?
Sure enough. Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I ask a question, Mr.
Go ahead.
Weller? Would you, at Weller's, I'm not you personally, but one of your lovely workers, would they put a tow hitch on a car?
Yes. Hitches. Okay. Yes, we do.
I need one.
For a bike rack, probably.
Yeah, I do, because I had one on my previous car, and I need one for this car.
Okay.
And it's nice to have.
All right. Well, you let me know when you're ready. I'll get you an
will.
extra special, double the price, cut it in half kind of deal. Okay.
That would be great.
Now, I want to talk about, let's not even name the name. You went somewhere that you're very happy that they have an air hose with an air gauge that you can get your air pressure. And I'm saying to you, without them digging into your vehicle, and here's what I'm trying to say. The air pressure in your tires, every vehicle's different.
Exactly.
And most tires are different.
Exactly.
Now, so when you went to where you went, it was nice that they had it. You went to BJ's. They have a hose.
It's convenient.
I think it's wonderful because there's very few places you can go and get your air pressure topped off.
It
okay?
is. It's nice. And I get my father made me very nervous as a kid with the tire pressure change. Like he was always like, you have to carry this with you. You have to make sure the right pressure. And I was always afraid I was going to overdo it. I could imagine, I had dreams about popping a tire by putting too much air in it.
Well, I remember popping a bicycle tire about blowed my head off.
And I carry a bike pump with me at all times.
Do you
That's not
really?
going to work on my car tire, but it's nice to have for our bikes. It's real convenient, but I was always worried.
That's a good thing your dad did. I like that. I mean,
is.
that's probably missing because now cars have that thing in the dash that tells you when you're low on air, but it doesn't tell you
how
what
much
to do.
Exactly. That's why I find
I'm surprised you know all this.
I know a little.
Okay.
A little. Try to be.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. So anyway, I just want to say that if you need your tires topped off, BJ's has a free air hose, which I think is great, and Wall Service Center will do it too.
Yes.
That was neat though. When the weather gets cooler, tires lose air pressure.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you another little neat statistic. As you're looking at vehicles or trailers or bicycles, if they have a green valve cap, it means the tire has been filled with nitrogen. Okay?
Really?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
That's very interesting. So if you're looking at a trailer, like some of the brands of trailers we sell, the tires have nitrogen in them.
What's the advantage to that?
Okay, nitrogen is in when the weather gets hot, tires pick up air pressure. When the tire gets cold, it helps stabilize it.
Oh, very interesting.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there are people around that charge a fee to put nitrogen in your tires. But it's like a feature. Like if you're at Weller's and you're looking at one trailer versus another, and one has nitrogen in the tires, that's probably another $100 value.
Yeah, I believe it. That is, it is an advantage to have that kind of stabilizer in there.
I used to sponsor a stock car locally. And the gentleman I sponsored, his father had a plane. And we used to go over to the airplane hangar where the plane was and pump. So with the nitrogen, if you got racing hard, you didn't on trailer tires. A trailer tire versus a car tire has a thicker sidewall because it's made to carry more concentrated weight.
Okay.
When you think about a car, it has 4 tires, 2 up front, 2 in the back. When you think about a trailer that has 4 tires, they're all right in the middle of the trailer. So the amount of weight on those is greater than how they're spread out on a car. So a trailer tire normally takes more air pressure than a car tire. And you can't use a car tire on a trailer because it's not designed
it's a totally
for
different
that.
type of tire.
Yeah.
And different axle, I would imagine. And
yes, weight ratings and stuff like that.
That's very interesting.
So it is.
It's funny that you mentioned about the tire. I didn't even think about this, but Violet went to go ride her bike. I was walking with the dog. She was going to ride her bike, and she went out, and of course her tires were flat.
Always.
I don't know how she didn't notice this but she was like a mile down the road and was like, "Oh, my tire."
Right, it's pinching the tube.
And I was like, "Well, just walk back with your bike. Don't get back. Don't ride it back. Walk it back." But I noticed immediately. But of course, I normally check my tires before I go.
Right. And you might be a little older than Violet.
Yeah, just a tad.
You know what I mean? Give her a chance here.
Yeah, and I didn't give her a hard time. I said, "Well, just walk." It was like dusk. I was like, "Walk home," And
we'll pump it up.
And she called me when she got home, which was good. And I finished my walk.
Responsible.
I just am very concerned with my walk being interrupted. That is like my Zen time.
Okay,
don't. Fern and I go. And
so if you see Katie walking, do not stop and offer her gift cards. That's not the time.
I have my headphones on and we do our thing. And Fern is very good when it's just her and I. When
saw a picture. Fern's getting bigger.
Yeah, she's like all muscle. She's very strong.
Really?
Well, I walk her for at least an hour a day. And Joe, my brother, walks her, and so she's out. And I can't even say walk anymore. I have to say we're going to go on our WALK in a few minutes.
Really?
And yes, because she'll freak out.
No kidding.
Yeah. Okay. She knows. I go to get a leash. She's all jumping around. And
really?
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow. Well, good. All right. Well, is there anything else?
No. That GMS auction sounds cool.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. You should go.
I love a silent auction.
Yep.
So.
I hate a silent auction.
Oh, you like a live auction.
I like a live.
The action.
And I hate it when they exclude them auctions to the Chinese, them Chinese auctions.
That's Violet's favorite. But you know what's funny?
What?
You probably have enough cash in your pocket if you want to participate in live auction. This poor lady over here might not have that kind of, I like where...
Oh, you want a bargain. She wants control.
Just a little bit.
It's all about control. Yeah. She's afraid she'll lose control.
But I love watching a live auction. That's a lot of fun.
Well, you should go to this. It's a lot of fun. All right, now, I want to take another phone call. What should we take a phone call about? I'm going to sneeze.
God bless you.
Oh, my goodness. All right. What is a good subject?
What people are doing this weekend. It's another busy fall weekend.
Yeah, we just want to chit-chat with you. How about that?
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, maybe when Rick Fowler gets on, we'll let people call about questions.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Have you been to Pfeiffer's?
Oh, yeah, up in Camden, right? What, have you been recently?
No, I was just asking.
Yep.
The only time I've gone, it always ends up being very warm.
Okay.
And it's like we're trying to do fall stuff and you're like sweating in the hay maze kind of thing. So we might go sometime soon. But.
Well, they have really good caramel corn there. Okay.
Popcorn is my favorite snack.
Oh, really?
I can't have it anymore.
You're on some kind of an eating change?
Yes, we'll talk about it at a later date.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good.
It's good. All right.
Yeah.
But it makes her cranky.
Oh, I'm not.
No.
I think I'm feeling pretty good. And
She's
acting pretty
never
good.
cranky unless you catch her walking and
That's
interrupt
just my
her.
time, you know.
It's just her time, okay?
I do a lot of reflecting. I
A lot of
pray,
reflecting.
whatever I need to do.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right. You want to call us? The number's on the screen. We just want to know how everybody's doing, what everybody's doing today. The truck convoy, I want to tell you again, it starts at 10 o'clock in Harrington. It's like 200 vehicles long. What a great thing to take the kids or the grandkids, bring a chair. It takes a while to watch 200 vehicles go by, but it goes from Harrington to Milford to Greenwood and back to Harrington. It's pretty cool. It is for Special Olympics and so on. If you're watching and you have an electronic question, maybe we'll take a call for Rick Fowler. But we got a caller. Are you there? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How are you?
Real good. What's the weather like where you're at?
Well, it rained during the night, but I hope it clears up because we're having a big birthday party here today.
Oh, whose birthday?
My daughter's birthday. She's 59 years old.
Wow, 59 years.
Yes.
What a wonderful
There'll be 8 of us.
Really?
And we'll have dinner and have a nice big cake and ice cream.
What's her name?
Sharon Denton.
Sharon Denton. Happy birthday to Sharon Denton.
Okay, she'll love that. She's on her way down now. She lives in Newark.
Okay.
And we live in Laurel, so she's on her way down.
You sound very excited.
Oh, I love the family being here.
Wow. And do you watch this show often?
Every Saturday. In fact, I've called several times, and
good.
I've gotten some gifts and things, yes.
All right. Now, if we switched over to Facebook, will you be able to follow us?
Yes, I will. I haven't never done that, but I certainly can do that.
Well, I just don't know, okay? So if one week we're not here, you're going to have to look up Jim Weller on Facebook, okay?
Okay, that'll be fine.
You know, we hope to be here, but we just haven't got any firm answers yet on the TV side of things.
I see.
All right. Well, then, what else you got going on this weekend? Your daughter's spending the night, or?
No, they're just for the day, and our son will be down with his family.
Okay.
And they'll spend all day with us.
All
and
right.
then, of course, tomorrow we'll go to church. And,
Okay. What church? What church do you go to?
We go to St. Jude's up in Seaford.
Okay, very good.
Our Lady of Lourdes. I'm sorry, I go to 2 churches.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I'm glad you do go to 2. Well, then I'm going to let you go if that's okay.
That's fine. And
All
Jim,
right.
you have a nice day.
Okay, you too. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Her daughter's having a birthday. She was very excited. It was you could hear the excitement, so that was kind of nice. If somebody else wants to call, we're going to take one more call, then we're going to talk about Walls Service Center, and then we're going to talk to Rick Fowler. So if you are watching or listening and you say to yourself, I got a question for that guy, I want to know why, we will take a phone call maybe with Rick, okay? I didn't clear that with him, so you just never know. Rick actually was in a parade this Wednesday also, and I wish we had that picture. I don't know where it's at. That Wellers.com is the website for Wellers Utility Trailers. We are sporting our new website, so we're constantly working on it. Yeah, maybe we'll hold that up, I guess, as best we can. But what was I getting ready to say? But our Wellers.com website is brand new, and every week we're adding more things to it, and it's a lot more user-friendly and so on. And I want to remind you, if you need a shed, we sell Amish-made sheds, and we try to be competitive. I mean, people tell us we're about 10% below everybody else, but I didn't realize this. Normally it takes a week or 2, maybe 3, to get a shed delivered. But I guess if you say, I need it delivered this week for like $50 cash to the driver, we've got a guy that will deliver it this week for you. So if you happen to want a shed and you just can't wait a week or 2, we can get it delivered this week for an extra $50 cash. You just give that right to the delivery driver. I guess we've got a deal worked out with somebody. So that's something I just was made aware of. So Wellers in Bridgeville sells sheds. We sell trailers, man. We got a lot of used trailers. If you are listening, we just got a real nice little enclosed trailer in the other day, but we've got used landscape trailers, equipment trailers, car trailers. We've got enclosed, we've got open. We've got a nice selection of used. If you want to sell us a trailer, we have that a lot. Almost every single day, we either trade in a trailer or buy a trailer. So if you have a trailer and you want to sell it, not even buy anything and just be done with it, we can help you with that, okay? So it's Wellers.com on the web, Wellers Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the commercial for Walls Service Center. You hear me talk about him 3 or 4 times during the show, and it's because it's his commercial time. But again, this is another business that I do business with, and Rick Fowler's sitting with me. He also does business with him, and we're very happy. So we want to let you know, I want to let you know, if you have an automobile and you have something wrong, and even if somebody else has looked at it and says, I can't figure it out, it doesn't mean Colin and his team can't figure it out, okay? You're talking about a lot of experience here. Colin really knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. I'm not saying he's an expert or knows it all, but I'm saying the guy has been in business a long time and he knows his stuff. So it's Walls Service Center in Milford. Now, they do have a Facebook page, and we like people to go there and click on it because sometimes he posts some very unique pictures or videos or something like that. So it's interesting, and you just never know when he's going to do it. So it's Walls Service Center on Facebook. Now, they're in Milford today. Normally open on Saturdays, but one Saturday a month they take off, and that is today. So it's Colin, his son Colin II. There's a lady named Tracy that's the one when you call, she answers the phone, schedules the appointments, and then there's other people out in the shop. So they're downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street, locally owned, locally operated, oil changes, brakes, mufflers, tune-ups, new spark plugs, new injectors. If you have something major, like a major problem with your engine, they can fix it or replace the engine. Same way with transmissions. It's if you have a radiator that needs flushing or it's leaking or whatever you may have, they can help you out. They don't do tires. They do front end parts. And if you need an alignment, they have an agreement with a place where they will get the alignment done quickly, quicker than normal. Because, you know, if he fixes your front end parts, you need to have an alignment done. So look up Walls Service Center on the Facebook and call them on Monday at 422-8110, and they'll take good care of you, okay? And Colin is off today, and we miss you, Colin. We're sorry you're not here, but Colin II is doing a great job, okay? Now we're going to talk to Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, and we're going to leave the phone lines open in case somebody has a question for Rick. But Rick was in this parade in Milford.
I was.
You was.
That was
and
a great experience.
You look good in that costume. This is no lie, and I don't mean to make it sound wrong. You fit well. You hold that picture up if you could. Can you zero in on this a little bit? Hey, you guys want to give us a breakfast review? We'll buy your breakfast. You get a $10 gift card. All right, here's Rick. Okay, that's him. And he was running around in the parade scaring everybody. But it really fit. Was it 1.7 miles?
No, it was 3.7 miles that we walked.
Whoa, man. Did you have a pedometer or whatever it's called?
Yeah, my phone keeps track of all my steps, and I got
so
to the
after
vehicle.
about a quarter of a mile, he was like, whoa.
So
what they're paying me.
A little further, I was used to walking.
Right, I bet so.
No, we had a great
What
time.
a crowd.
It was packed.
I couldn't believe it. So we had a lot of fun. For those that want to see Rick or the parade, go to WRDE's Facebook page, and it's right there. I think it's, in fact, would you share it while you're at it? You know, so sure. Go there. So you open day or not
we
open day?
We are open today. Will's
okay.
in there.
Will's in there, okay.
Will's in there. He should be able to take care of everybody.
So what's next in the world of
Well, it's been
no
a busy
nonsense.
week. I want to remind everybody something that we've hit twice this week.
Okay.
Is people have built their own systems and are still having problems, even after building their own systems, have brought them into us.
So the do-it-yourselfer is welcome.
Is welcome.
Right.
So,
in other words, because some people would say, look, you know, you try to do it yourself. I don't want to fool with it.
Well, we hear so many times about how, you know, people work on their own computers, or they have a family member or friend or somebody that can work on computers.
Trying to save money.
Which is fine.
Right.
That's fine, you know.
But if you need
we
me,
don't have a problem. But if it gets a little out of hand or a little too much, we are
I'm
the
here
experts.
for you.
We are the
Yep.
experts, and there's not been anything we haven't been able to overcome or handle. So,
wow. Well, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
yeah,
But
we have a lot of custom builders, and they'll come in for advice, and they'll call us and ask
Or
us what they
parts or
should do or
something.
need parts,
Yeah.
or we'll let them know, get them in the right direction if that's what they need.
Yeah.
But we've had a couple come in this week, that we've
And you
had
got
to
them all
get
fixed up.
Get them all fixed up and get them back
are
out.
these do-it-yourselfers usually gamers?
Yes.
Gamers, okay.
For the most part, yes.
Okay, I'm not a gamer, but what I'm learning from Rick is it takes a lot of computer to game.
Yes, it does.
It does. So your average computer. But I also hear Rick's trailer, a computer online or
We're on
from
my
a
time
big
now, Jim.
Okay, online or on a big box store or something like that, and it was full of all these programs they didn't want, or when they needed service, they realized why it was so cheap because there was no service behind the sale.
Right.
And we'll talk to you. We'll give you input. If something needs fixing,
Absolutely.
we'll work on it. We'll look at it. So that's what I think you're really about. You're saying, I'm part of this community. I'd love to be the one to sell you everything you buy. Naturally, you want people to support you. You want them to
Yes.
buy their stuff. I found when we shopped around and on. In other words, I think you're fine as far as your price. So a lot of people think there's this big bargain online or at the big man. It's all marketing.
Well, we try to overcome the big box store's cheaper price by offering so much more.
Right. Service.
We offer the office package.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, the free office package, which normally you would pay anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on the version.
You put that right in with the deal.
We put that on with the deal. We also put on the free remote access for a year.
Yes.
Okay, we also put on free virus protection.
Yes.
And we'll also transfer all of your data and all your programs for free.
Right.
So when you say, okay, well, you're $100 higher, you may be $50 higher, you may be a couple $100 higher, but
Well,
you're
hold
getting
on.
you're getting $300-400 worth of options.
Right. Let's
at no
weigh
cost.
this out.
So
Right.
and we've had people that they'll come in and go, oh well, I can get it somewhere cheaper, and they do, and then they'll be back in within a couple
Right.
of weeks and go, can you transfer my data? And then they're upset because hey, we want to.
I'd like. Sure.
We're not doing that for free now.
Right. Right.
So, but anyway, give us a try first. I know we're not.
But
we may
also,
not be
you
cheaper,
have a
but
lot of
we're gonna
nice
be better.
used stuff, refurbished
Yes, we have a lot
stuff.
of refurbished. I think I have gone through about 50 refurbished laptops in the last month.
Really?
So it's been really big.
Sales have been good then.
They've been pretty good, yes.
But you also sell new
custom build.
Custom build. You can service things. So anyway,
something I do want to mention,
okay.
and this goes to my heart a little bit. I've reached out, and I thought it was a good idea.
Okay.
I really did think it was a good idea. So I want to
Okay.
reach out to everybody and ask them if they think it's a good idea.
Oh, you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Well, that's fine.
I'm just
It won't be
telling
the
you.
first. It
Every
won't be the
time I
first.
think I got a great idea, and I tell it to my employees, and they look at me with that look,
Well,
like
we have similar backgrounds.
Okay.
Okay. I was foster cared for at least 2 years of my
right.
life, early life, until my
not in the past year or two.
No, not in the past 2. Of course, I probably would be if my wife wouldn't take me. But
all right.
I was
when
raised
Rick
by,
was a young man.
I was foster cared for a couple of years.
Right.
Until my grandmother found me.
Okay.
Okay, and I was raised by my grandmother.
Okay.
That speaks a lot to my heart because a lot of my clientele are older.
Okay.
Okay, and they talk about how they have nobody to go to for their computer help, and they always need computer help, and we're always there to help them with any needs. And they always feel like, they don't want to bother anybody. They feel like their questions may be dumb, and, we're always willing to sit down and help with them. That spoke to me, and I have reached out to a couple of the cheer centers.
Okay.
Okay, and I haven't gotten any callbacks or anybody to seem interested, but what I would like to do is donate our time.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to be able to set up in a cheer center for once a month.
Okay.
Okay, this is my idea. Set up in a cheer center once a month.
Okay.
Where they can advertise it that we're going to be there.
Okay.
And people can come into the cheer center, and we can sit there for an hour or two and talk to everybody at the cheer center about their questions.
So like you would talk to a group of people.
Correct.
And you'd let somebody say, Rick, I have a question.
Correct. And they can bring in their cell phones, their tablets, their laptops. Of course, the desktops they're not going to be able to bring, but they can bring in any questions or any of their devices, and we can help them.
Okay.
Okay, and we want to do that free of charge. at the cheer centers, where they can gather and we can help them out. And I just want to give back to the community. And like I said, a big part of our clientele are older.
Okay.
And they're always needing help. And I just feel like we could reach out a little bit better to everybody and let them know where we are. We can help them for a couple hours a month.
Right.
So they can be ready with questions. I'll have a couple guys there. They can go around the room and
Well, I
help
think it's a
everybody.
great idea. I don't know if the cheer center could have some reasoning, but I would bet an American Legion, a VFW, a church group. Katie's got an idea.
Yeah, so if anybody out there is a part of an organization and they think that's a great idea, we are willing to donate our time.
So
to
you're
sit down and
saying,
help.
let me make sure I got this straight. So you're saying whether it's a cheer center or, an organization, you're not trying to sell anything. Of course, you wouldn't mind it if you ended up with a customer.
If we ended up with a few customers,
it's
that's
not
a
any
plus.
harm in it.
But no, that's not the point. What we want to do is sit down and help people understand and
because technically
be there.
people, I'm 60. I think at about 45 or 50, computers get intimidating to people.
They do.
But you can't even make a doctor's appointment now in some places without them.
No.
So you're saying you're looking for organizations. Started with the cheer organization, haven't heard back evidently, but you're saying you would like to provide a free service where maybe once a month they promote it, they tell their members, or just let the word be known publicly, hey, we're going to be here at this whatever for a couple hours on this day if you want to bring questions out of the crowd. Is that right?
That's
You're not
exactly
there
right.
selling anything. You're
No.
not going to bring supplies or parts or anything like that. Well, that's a very nice offer. So we'll see what happens with that. They give you a call, 856?
856-7381.
7381.
They can stop by and see us 2 miles east of the circle.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm going to leave you unless
All
you
right.
had something else.
No.
Oh, we're getting a picture.
Oh, another picture.
Oh, here we go. Show my skinny side. All right. Well, Rick, have a good weekend,
You too,
okay?
sir.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
Thanks for being on.
All right.
And this gentleman has done a lot for me. So if you're involved with an organization, let's try to make this happen. What a great offer. How often you get that from the big box store or anybody else? So, all right, now, I want to take some phone calls. Can we take some phone calls, everybody? I'd like to talk to you just for the fun of it today, okay? The one lady called about carports, and I do want to mention we do sell a lot of carports, and I think they start like a 12-foot wide one, 12-foot wide, 21-foot deep, and I think 6-foot sidewalls is like $1,050, something like that, okay? So I think they start there. There might be a smaller one, but it might not really be, it might be too small because, you don't want to get one too narrow so that if you were open your car doors, they hit the metal post. You want to make sure it's wide enough. But it is the time of year that people are buying sheds and carports. I know our sales have dramatically increased over the past week or two of those because the weather is changing. It's getting darker earlier. People want to get their stuff under roof. They want to get it locked up. And on our carports, if you were to go to great big building, like 30 by 60 with 5 garage doors in it and skylights and all kinds of stuff. We have another one that's like maybe 30 by 60 that the sides are enclosed, but the ends are open. And then we've got one that's like a 2-car garage with garage doors and an entrance door. So there's a lot of things you can do with a carport, okay? It's all American-made steel. It includes delivery and setup, whether you're listening or watching in Delaware or Maryland or Virginia. We can help you out, Pennsylvania too. We sell a lot of things to people in other states. Probably 50% of the people that Weller's deals with live 100 miles away or greater. Okay, we sell a tremendous amount of trailers in other states, a tremendous amount, okay? Probably sell as many in Maryland as we do in Delaware, all right? So everything we do, we try to do a good job, okay? We do have some new salespeople that are working hard and learning quick, but we're going to need another salesperson. I just know we are between now and the first of the year because we get busy now. See, for us, Wellers, it starts picking up now. Race car people, racetracks start closing down, so people that own race car trailers that want a new one or don't have one at all but want one, they try to buy them now. Contractors, anybody that owns a business, the time they buy trailers is usually towards the end of the year for tax reasons and price reasons. There's another big tariff coming January 1st or somewhere around the 1st of the year. Anything coming out of China, another 15 as it sounds. And as much as we wish it wasn't true, a lot of the parts that China, they may use America. Jack might be made in China or the fender. It's hard to say. So I'm just letting you know the first of the year, there's supposed to be some big tariffs coming, a lot of price increases with companies. So just anything you need at Weller's. I know when I talk now and it's just October 20th and I say the words end of the year, it is just like weeks away. It's weeks away. We're ordering trailers now that we're not even going to get till April or May. We just ordered a bunch of aluminum. Man, if you've never seen an aluminum enclosed trailer, you need to stop by Weller's and look at one. It's an aluminum frame trailer. It's got an aluminum floor, aluminum fenders. They put nitrogen in their tires. It has radial tires, torsion suspension. Man, there is no trailer like an aluminum trailer. And we sell those, and we sell another brand called Carry On, so you can see the difference in aluminum trailers. And at Weller's, we try hard. We like the upper end stuff. We like the stuff that's going to last. We like the stuff that's a little bit better than you're going to find at, a big box store or some of our smaller competitors. We like the good stuff. So we've been around now 44 years, so naturally we want to do a good job for you. But I am thinking if you're a person who would like to sell. Now, and I want to tell you, at Weller's, we teach you. We put a lot of effort into helping you learn our product and what we sell and what we do and things of that nature. In other words, so I want to tell you that we will train you. But we hired a lady named Devin, and she was a housewife before we hired her, okay? Her husband has a photography business, and she has come in, and she's selling anywhere from 8 to 12 trailers a week. Every week, she is just rolling and really enjoying it. She loves it there. So we have another gentleman named Jimmy Weller, who happens to be my son. We have another gentleman named Bert, who is from the car industry, who is very good. They're all full of energy, very much full of knowledge and information. Then we have Brian Lynch, who is our assistant manager, and Terry Spencer, who's the manager. So we have a good team of people there, a real good team. We are looking for more salespeople all the time, so send your resume in if you would. And I personally have a position. I need a clerical person, okay? This probably would be part-time, could turn into full-time, could be a little flexible on the hours, but I need somebody that, can help me with some clerical things. Definitely some social media things. I want to do more social media stuff, so whoever this person is, they'd have to be really versed in social media. I don't want somebody that says, I know how to take a digital picture. I need somebody that understands the different platforms because I'm mainly just on Facebook and I want to be on more things that I'm on. So I'm kind of looking for something like that. My email's Jim@Weller's. If you want to send me a note or your resume or whatever for any kind of a position, you can do that. Weller's is open. So it's 9:48. And I want to know, does anybody want to talk about anything, okay? Had a gentleman call, I think it was last week, talked about a car show in Maryland where Richard Petty was at. And then he sent me some really cool pictures. See you, Rick. Take care. So anyway, that's that. So the phone number's on the screen. And if you're watching on Facebook, if you'd hit the share button, we'd appreciate it. And I'm kind of prepping everybody that we are probably going to not continue on TV, and we are probably going to just be on Facebook and radio. And I don't say just Facebook, because by the time you add up the different pages we're on, we've got a few thousand views, so we've got a good audience there. But the TV, I'm just letting you all know that you might end up having to watch me on the Facebook page, which would just be Jim Weller. You can friend me now, or you never have to friend me, whatever works with that. So good morning. The phone is open. I don't really have any gifts. I just want to say, hey, if you'd like to call and chit chat for a minute, I'd love to talk to you. All right. Love to hear what you got going on. Are you going to watch the truck convoy? The one lady called, and it's her daughter's birthday. It was kind of nice. She was very excited about that. I also want to mention at Weller's, we sell flagpoles, okay? and it is a brand of flagpole called Uncommon USA. You can look them up online. If you ever went to the fair and saw the booth there that sold flagpoles, it's that company, okay? And they sell online. It's the one we stock. It's called a 20-foot Presidential Series flagpole. It's a telescoping. You push a little bit up, and then a little button clicks, and a little pin pops out. You push it again and again and again. It's 20 feet tall. It comes with the socket that goes in the ground, and it comes with one flag. And it's all made in the USA. The flag is not silk screened, it's sewn. The stripes and the stars are sewn on it. It's a 3x5 flag and the flagpole. If you look them up online, this brand that we sell, Uncommon USA, it's called the Presidential Series. They're $299 plus shipping. $299 plus shipping. We sell them at Weller's for like $249. If anybody that's watching right this minute wants one, if you call me, I'll sell you the flagpole, the installation hardware, and the flag comes with it for $199. But I gotta get your name down to give you that special price. So if you've been watching or listening and thinking about a quality flagpole, you're not obligated, but I'm going to give you a special offer of $199 if you want it. But you got to call me now and let me put your name on the list, okay? And that way I'll tell my guys to give you that price and not the normal price, all right? So it is a 20-foot tall aluminum flagpole, comes with a little gold ball that goes on the top. I've had one at my house probably now for 10 years. Really good quality flagpoles, all right? I mentioned the corner in Lincoln. The corner in Lincoln is for rent if anybody wants to rent it, or if you want to come to work for me and help me open a store there. I'm interested in that too. We would sell sheds and carports and trailers and a little bit of everything. If you are a racer, we have a 2 or 3 really nice loaded car haulers. We have a 28-foot long Pace American loaded car hauler and then a 24-foot Hallmark. So if you are looking for a loaded car hauler, we can help you there. We have dump trailers. And if you're thinking about a dump trailer, we sell Brymar and B-Wise. Got the best deals around on them. We got a good selection. We take trades. If you're looking for a golf cart, we are getting out of the golf carts. Some things we're not going to continue to sell, but it'll take me a year to get rid of them, is the golf carts, the kayaks, and generators. When they're going, they're going. We have lowered our prices on everything. The kayaks, we're below anybody's price now, and we give you a paddle. Our generators are $100 to $200 below anybody's price. We just want to get rid of them. And our golf carts that we have are the cheapest around. So if you're thinking about a golf cart, if you're thinking about a kayak, if you're thinking about a generator, check out Wellers.com and you will see that we have the best prices around. Well, I see a misprint in an ad. It's really odd. I must be seeing things. I have an ad that something is misprinted in a big way. That'll be bad. I'll show it to you. I think it's supposed to say, "What's up at Weller's?" What does it say? I have no idea. If you can see it there. There's an ad, and it says, I don't know what happened. Looks like 3 thimbles there. So that's a little of a misprint. So that'll be fun when I get back to the store and see what happened. I'm just now noticing it for the first time. Folks, this is a real show, okay? Bloopers and all. Bloopers and all. So if you want to chat for a minute, the phone number's on the screen, 422-7336. I'm just kind of scrolling through. This is a packet of ads. Okay, if you stop by Weller's, there's a mailboxes. There's 5 or 6 of them all over the property, and you can grab these. And it shows you all the different ads that we have because we purchase the center of the guide every week, and the guide has worked for me for 20 plus years like nothing else. So we put an ad in the center every week. We even have another full page in there somewhere. And I'm just thumbing through it, looking at the kayaks on sale and the generators on sale. And so on. And trades are welcome, too. So if you have a trailer you want to trade, we trade them in. But for sure, we also buy them. We just rate. Oh, here's one. Here's a good ad. You know, there's little infrared heaters. You see them on TV and in the box stores. They're about $80, $100, whatever. And they heat objects, not air. I got 2 of them at my house. We use them all the time. But we have them on sale. It's another item I'm not going to continue to sell. And so we were selling them for like $99.95. I've dropped the price to $67.50. I only have about 5 or 10 of them left. So if you want one of these infrared heaters that you see advertised everywhere for $90, $100, $110, I got 1,000 watt for $87.50. Okay. So if you want one, no, I said $67.50. So I got a 1,500 watt for $87.50. So I could be out of one or the other when you get ready, but it's a preseason sale. Plus we're just getting rid of them. All right. Another thing I have that we're getting rid of is called a Val 6 heater. It's a big, it burns diesel or kerosene. These are for like contractors, automotive repair shops. It's an infrared heater. It'll warm the floor. It'll heat objects. It's something. So there's things, here's where we're at Weller's. We are so busy with trailers and sheds, the vinyl swing sets, and carports, that is what we are going to focus on. Our shop is busy working on trailers, packing wheel bearings, fixing lights, and things like that. So we are just going to get really good at what we do, more efficient at it, and that's what we're going to do. So there are things that we're selling, but we still may be a year getting rid of them because we have so many. I probably have 500 kayaks in stock. So I'm just letting you know, but the prices have been lowered. They're as low as they're going to get. And even if the price of new goes up, I'm going to keep my prices the same. So if you need a kayak, a generator, we are liquidating them. All right, we want to move them. And them heaters, $67.50. They're brand new in the box. We just want to get rid of them. I don't even know if I have 10 of them left, okay? But they're really nice to have around. They're just a good idea. So that way you could buy a generator and one of these heaters and you'd never be without heat. So anyway, the phone number's on the screen if anybody wants to call. I guess everybody is... We're not being overrun with phone calls today. We will probably do a little contest next week. Guess what's in the trailer? But if you want to say hello, we've got just a couple minutes left. But if not, we want to say thanks a lot for watching this show. You say, well, what is this show? I do need to tell you, we're going to say thank you to Smith's Cafe. They sponsor this show. They pay us to do the show in the restaurant. If you were here in person, you would see people come, they sit down, they eat breakfast, they watch the show, they listen to the show. It's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting to see. Now, on the other side of this wall, there is a thrift store called Delmarva Teen Challenge Thrift Store. And it's like, I forgot how many already. Does anybody remember how many square feet? I forgot. 10,000? I forgot how many square feet. I'm not going to say. I forgot. 30-some thousand square feet. It used to be a Food Lion shopping center. So anyway, and there is every week Katie goes over there and seems to find some kind of a bargain. And I notice she's always donating things back too, which is very nice. So anyway, it's the Delmarva Teen Challenge Thrift Store. It's 34,000 square feet of stuff. Clothing, furniture, glassware, utensils, tools, exercise equipment. I've seen wedding gowns here. I've seen a little bit of everything. So it's the Delmarva Teen Challenge Thrift Store. I want to remind you that Weller's Utility Trailers is open. We are always looking for more employees. If you have an interest in working for us, we'd love to talk to you. If you have any management skills and possibly want to run the Lincoln store for me, we are getting closer to making a decision. I had said I'd like to open up the first of the year. If somebody is interested, we're interested in talking. And if you just want to rent it, we'd love to rent it. So I've talked to so many people about renting it, and I try to make sure they're really sure they want to rent it. Because a lot of times I talk to people and they just aren't sure, and I just don't want to rent it for a month or two and it not work out. So with that said, it is Weller Does Delmarva. We're in the last few seconds of the show. Want to say thanks a lot for tuning in. I got rambling there pretty good here today, so I don't want to ramble on, but I want to say thanks a lot. Don't forget the truck convoy starts at Harrington at 10, goes to Milford, then back to Greenwood, and then back to Harrington. So that's pretty cool. So thanks a lot for watching the show. Thanks for tuning in. If you ever want to be on, get up with me. Whether you're a business or a nonprofit, we will talk about what's involved in getting on the show. So thanks again. Have a good weekend. God bless you all. Be safe, be careful, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye, everybody. See ya. Good.